right, let me reiterate. Take public transportation. Public transportation could be available. Just you can't bring your own personal car into the city.
Too many people.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like way overcrowded, but that's cool that you don't have that fucking
the burden of a car.
And,
yeah, no, it's amazing.
Cars are liability. Well, in most instances, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. None of my cars were ever an asset to me.
Nobody's
it was always
car's
something
an
I was
asset.
throwing money into. I didn't even look cool driving them. I had like a blue Honda Civic. I was whipping scratches from trying to like back out of my driveway quick one night when I thought my grandparents one night when I was like a sophomore in high school, they weren't going to be home. They were on vacation. So I'm like, oh guys, let's go hang out at my grandparents' house.
A little sneaky.
I go in first with all the goods. They're up and watching TV. They hadn't gone out that weekend. So I'm like reversing out of their driveway as quickly as I can with my lights off to try and keep my like, whatever, my cover.
Right.
And I've been right into a fire hydrant.
Boom.
Oh, jeez.
So red all across the side of my car.
At least the fucking like hydrant didn't explode.
Yeah, no, that was the
You're
lucky
looking
part.
around like, guys, shh. There's fucking water spraying everywhere. I've hit a fire hydrant before. That's the worst because that motherfucker doesn't move. There's no give. That thing just like punctures the door, digs, and scrapes.
How do you hit a fire hydrant? Jeez.
Well, I was reversing in the dark, so that's how I hit a fire hydrant.
Well, you're a female, so I get it.
Hey! I'm not the greatest driver, though. You got me there.
Yeah.
Well, where's Ricardo? He should have been here.
Ricardo is shy and scared, honestly. It's really sad.
He's the one that called me and he was like, yo, Jay, can I get out of that? And I was like...
Especially like in the office every day, he walks by dancing and shit. And I'm just like, when you said he was shy, I was so shocked. I'm like,
And
then I saw pictures of you, him, and I think Tania, like from the party, or was I don't know. He didn't look. Yeah, he didn't look shy at all.
No, at the company Christmas party, he's 20. He brought a bottle of Casamigos out and was like feeding people shots in their mouths. He is not shy. I think he's like camera shy is the thing. He has the like profile that he's trying to keep with the ladies of Providence. So I think if he got on here, he'd be
you're
like,
just airing them out. I love it. You know? Just throwing salt on all these games.
Ricardo's
he
fake
and
as
I are
fuck.
like twins. Like we're just we work together so often. Honestly, I love that kid so much. But basically, he's like my little brother now. No, absolutely
How do you
not.
say that after she says the words, he's my little brother?
But girls do
People say,
that.
yeah.
They'll be like, oh, it's my
Hey,
brother.
my little
2 months
brother.
later, they're dating.
Who I bang?
No, I
You're
think
like, hey,
we know
she's my
too much about each
stepsister.
other. Even if we found each other cute, it wouldn't be.
No?
No.
You never want to shit where you eat, too.
Yeah, we gotta literally, he and I have to coincide our bowel movements on our 10-hour shifts.
Well, I didn't
Because we
literally
can't be
shit,
away
but-
from the phone. So, like, that's how close we are. It's not like
You don't just
we
bring the
can...
headset into the...
He does.
the
He'll
bathroom?
answer the
I
calls.
think, yeah.
Hold on.
I think you might have just been a first. I don't know if in all the episodes we've done, the term bowel movements has ever been used on our show.
Well, I don't know. We were talking about bidets for like a good
But
part
we
of
just say like shit. Like
Facts.
we don't say bowel movement. Now we got some class. We're drinking
We've
mimosas.
got
We're a class ass
mimosas.
bitch up, baby.
Classy.
Yeah, fucking... That would have been awesome if he had, you know...
I know Tania said she would have came on with me, but she has a son, so I'm not sure if like
Oh yeah,
her
no.
Sundays
We
are
don't,
able
we don't
to.
let moms on the show.
No moms on the show.
I'm kidding. Yeah, Tania would be fun. She more than welcome. She didn't mention I would have had her on in a
Yeah,
second.
she's never said anything to me either. I talked to her like...
Okay.
Rami kept asking me about this weekend. Rami kept telling me, he's like, tell them you have an OnlyFans. I'm like, you fucking creep. No.
Well, you do.
Like, huh?
You do.
No.
Hey Siri. Oh, you don't?
Siri.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you wouldn't
Why
be able
would
to
he
find
say
me
that?
on-
Why?
He's
Rami's
like,
so
tell them
weird,
that's
bro.
your 1% of income working at Smartgreen, and then say that you have an OnlyFans now.
Listen, if it was only 1%, why would anybody do it?
Yeah, no.
Like, why would
Especially
you
what
sit
I
there?
do at Smartgreen for 1%.
Yeah, you've
of
been
my
hustling
income.
lately. Especially lately. Like, I feel like you, Tania, Ricardo, you guys have been dealing with fucking changes left and right. But
We've been trying.
hanging in there.
So how much is it?
How much- It's about $10.99 for just the feet pictures. That's a weekly fee.
Yo, that's weird as
My
fuck.
girl's got a feet page.
Does she?
Yeah.
There's like, oh, well, people like Rich, they love... Are you into feet? Or?
We were
I can
talking
be.
about it in the office. Chelsea, she's like, I get dudes who like feet. That's whatever. I get dudes who like feet. Dudes who get something from pictures of feet, that's a whole other like creepy level, dude. Like what?
We've
what
sold
do you-
some. We've sold some. I let her keep a little bit of the money.
You sold some of your
Yeah.
feet?
No, not on my feet. I mean, I could. You wouldn't
I'm
know
a
the difference.
manager.
My
I
feet
get
are
most
nice.
of it.
Yeah, we don't use the word pimp around here. I'm the manager.
The manager.
Talent manager.
Nice. I don't know. I can't get... I understand like why somebody would want a female's... Just like any part of their
I think
body.
I
You want it to
sent
be,
her money.
you know, taken care of. But to like look at a picture and get off on it just because it's
Of
feet,
feet.
I'm like, I don't know about all that
I mean, everybody has their.
thing.
Yeah, sorry, I just gotta give the wife her allowance.
You know, like I say that.
What? I mean, everybody has their little kinks, but feet. I mean, I don't hate feet, but it doesn't like do anything weird for me, you know.
Yeah, like Rich, he has to like check out their feet, or else it's like just a no go. I'm old school. I like vagina.
I feel like the feet have to be nice. You know what I mean? Like,
But what
imagine
about
if
the
you're.
guys who their thing is gross feet? Because there are some guys
Yo,
out there who
that's-
want like you
that's
to
weird.
step in stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
Like step on a cake for me. That kind of stuff. It's
cake?
What
weird.
are you exposing yourself to?
No, so I have like my age of TikTok, so it's like all the girls who actually do this for their career since they've been 18, and that's like all they've done. They're just like, okay, let me do online sex
Your
work.
age. She's like my age, not your like 40 plus.
Not your age.
Well, no, so like there are pages of girls where like all they make money off of is sending like their licked lollipops in the mail and like roll like their lint from their
They're lint, bro. Their belly button
they're-
lint, dude.
Not even their belly button lint from their vacuums. Like you care packages. Like dudes are weird. If you really like
Yeah, there's
the
some
internet
sick
has
fucks.
grown so far that we've got a niche for everything, and now it's being kind of like publicized to the point where it's common knowledge. Like there are niches for I want this bitch's vacuum lint. I want this bitch to step on a cake.
I want
but
her
not
used
just any cake, a
Q-tips.
red velvet cake with this frosting on it.
While
it gets
fucking
weird.
Sting plays in the background.
Exactly.
It's so awkward.
I'd like
The-
to hear wind chimes and birds in
the-
the background as well.
the
kinda
like
like anything
used thing.
goes.
The used thing always gets me, like, you know, like used panties, used socks and shit like that, because how do you know? Like, how do you know it's really there? Like, she could just be taking them, wrinkling them up, and then sending them to you. You don't even know if they
little
were ever
sardine
worn.
oil on it.
Yeah,
and you're
a
all
little
good.
sardine oil.
That's what people.
Lord, Bella, what the fuck is going on?
Were you drinking before you got here? She just came in primed and ready, dude.
I guess I wasn't ready for that. You know, normally it's just like, oh yeah, your 4 p.m. is good to go or something. I'm not ready for it. I
That's what
rub
I was
sardine
thinking.
oil
this
on
whole
it.
week, I've been like, what are
Bowel
me,
movements
Jay,
and
and Josh
sardine
going to
movement.
talk about?
Have you ever watched any?
Yeah, I watched a couple. I
Oh,
watched
then you-
Sherry's.
then you should know.
And
Oh,
then
you
we
watched Sherry's?
I watched Sherry's. I watched Hannah and Kaylee's in the office yesterday while I was working.
you only watched
I
the
watched
chicks?
Kevin Tay's.
Okay.
Oh, I watched Kevin's. I watched a little bit of Brandon's. Watched a little bit of Jay
Oh,
Gotra's.
Brandon's was the best one ever. Like, especially towards the end. We've got some after,
Footage.
like, yeah, like some behind the scenes stuff that he won't allow us to post. I posted it. He made me delete it. It was fucking hilarious. So
we were all running a train on each other.
Brandon
It's like the
is
human
so funny
centipede.
too, though. Like I just.
He's a G, man. We were just like down here freestyling like country music, and the
Yeah, he was
fucking
singing.
atrocity that was coming out of his mouth was so wild, bro. He's like, "Dude, you can't post that." I can't even repeat the things he was saying. He'll hate me. Look, there he is. I'm watching you.
I'm watching. Oh, we're on
He
already.
knows. Oh yeah, sorry, we don't.
Oh, I didn't know. That
Oh
was
yeah,
on
we should have
already.
given you a heads up.
Yeah, I
As
wish you
soon
gave
as,
me a heads up.
Well, you know what it is like when if we tell people like, all right, we're gonna start now. Here's what happens. Hey, what do we talk about? You
Yeah,
know,
we just roll right into it.
I hope. Why would you have not said that if you knew we were on?
No,
All right,
no.
fuck it then. You're a G. I do got to get a little fucking sign or something that says, "Listen."
On air.
From the
yeah,
second
an
the
on-air
second you
sign
step
would
in,
be
you're being
nice.
recorded. There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras in the bathroom. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, speaking of the bathroom,
Yeah,
am
you
I
can
able to pee now?
Absolutely. Well, you could have peed earlier. It was just kind of a pee at your own risk. I'll just tell you. Upstairs, take a right, first door on your left.
First door on my left. Perfect. I will be right back.
Have fun. Don't steal anything.
She's gonna steal all your small soaps.
Yo. What kind of soap do you use? I feel like that's something that I always kind of switch up, and I'm never really too
I
thrilled
switch
with.
it up a lot too.
I like bar soap, like natural kind of bar soap, like either
That's what I
goat
use.
soap or that Dr. Squat shit.
Oh wait, no, I don't use like the name brand shit anymore. I use like all organic, like
Yeah, my aunt has a farm, and they used to do like they just kind of stopped, but they made their own soap from goat's milk. Dude, it was the best. Always the best.
I need little scrubby shit in my
Always the
bar
best.
soap too. You know, like fucking What's that all about? Why'd you look like that?
That's a no-go. Would Rami say, don't be telling them about your secret source of income, Bella? Rami would be the first sub. You know that.
Brandon,
you
I'm
horny
watching
fuck.
Yo, what's up, Brandon?
You should look at the camera when you say it. Because now, like, he just sees the side of your
Side
face.
of my face.
Hey,
Yo,
Brandon.
what's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon? Just lick the lens. I remember doing that at fucking karaoke one night. Somebody was recording me, and I just went up to their phone and licked it. It's like, oh, yeah, I know, bro. So gross. Oh, karaoke gets weird. What's good? Where's Brandon? Where are you right now, bro? Fucking Arizona or something? I saw you out there looking like you're eating good, some sunshine.
Yeah, what the fuck? He's on vacation. He's watching the J2.
Look at the little fucking things Brandon does, though, to just make it, like, easy for us to see the chat. It's not too distracting, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, here's what I like. If we start paying more attention to that instead of each other, you know what I mean? Just hide it from us so we can't see it.
Will do. Does your mic work over there?
It does, but it's muted right now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's listening to Bounty right now. Viva.
Viva,
the number
best
one.
towels.
Best.
They're very absorbent.
Connor, my man, yo, he's coming through. That's the DJ from Rocks.
Word.
Yeah, he's coming through. I don't know if it's like next Sunday or Monday, but anyways, he's a G. We like him.
So what else? You want to say some shit to the world? Sounds like you are. We already went over sardine oil and
This is exactly why we don't say when we're going to start recording, because now we're like, so what else is new? Do you want to speak to everybody? Like, we were just vibing. We were just talking.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to pee, so that
That's
was a
how I
break in
talk.
the.
That's all right. Did you wash hands?
Yes, I always wash my hands.
Well, I didn't hear the sink. I usually hear it. I'm just kidding. I'm calling
I was
you
like,
out.
wow, he's really watching.
I'm kidding.
There are cameras everywhere.
No. I don't wash my hands either. It's fine.
So what's your normal weekend like when you get out of work? You're in downtown Providence. Where are the spots in Providence? I'm too old. I don't go there anymore.
So the spot in Providence to be is honestly right underneath my building. This bar SNL. I don't go out. I come
SNL?
home. Yeah, sports and leisure.
Oh, I've seen that on TikTok.
Everybody is there.
It's newer, right?
It was like last summer
Yeah.
they put it in, but everybody is
What
there.
kind of place is it? A club or is it?
It's like they do like sports and leisure things.
Yeah, just you sport and you leisure.
Oh,
You know.
There's one duck hunting game there, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They got
These
dollar
real
burger
ducks.
nights. Yeah, no, I guess it's like they're trying to mix and cross-reference like a dive bar with a club, if that makes any sense.
And like an arcade,
Yeah,
Why
like-
do you do that?
Like kind of like a weird sketchy dive bar where like you can get drinks for $2 and shit like that, but also like a high-end club where there's not really a lot of tables and you can like dance around and get drunk like as shit until 2 a.m.
Do you go there?
Never been like once
Why
on a
not?
You like it?
Thursday.
If it's right underneath you.
I'm not really interested, honestly.
What are you interested in? Tell us about you.
I
Go
watch
ahead.
TV and I smoke weed, honestly. That's about all that I
Oh,
do.
you wanna
I
hit
go to
this?
work. Sure. But yeah, no,
You
I
can have
don't
the
really
weed,
do
too, if
too
you want.
much. I go home on weekends. I have a cat, so like I'm really
was
emotionally
funny. I got
connected with my
nothing with
cat. So I just kind of hang
What
out
kind
with
of cat?
him. A cat. I'm a cat owner. I'm not a dog owner. I can't tell you a breed. He's a cat.
Fair.
He's brown.
Fucking cat. What's his name?
Felix.
I would have been
With a
way impressed if you
PH.
said cat.
You know
Just
what's
like, come here,
weird?
cat.
I always look up on YouTube cat fights to the death.
Real. Oh, the cat noises are some of the craziest things you'll ever hear.
Jay and I
don't know
actually had
what
an
it is.
argument before where I think
A
that
debate.
pound for pound, a cat would fuck up a dog.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
That's what I think. Because if you look at like a little 10-pound cat, right, that you have, that thing will run, jump on you, claw your eyes, and you'll be like in a fight.
With a Rottweiler,
A
that thing will
10-pound
still
dog,
give a
bro,
good
you're
fight.
just gonna like hold it down.
If you had a 10-pound cat versus a 10-pound dog, I don't know, man.
Think of this, right? Think of what.
I think it's
Think of a
Cats are
150-pound dog.
a big dog.
All right, what
a big
kind of
fucking
dog is
dog.
100? Like a big Rottweiler?
Yeah, Roddy's can get
Okay,
to 150.
so the equivalent of that is like a fucking jaguar. Like, what do you think your
bitch slap a
chances are
jaguar.
better? I feel like my chances are better with a Rottweiler than a
Bro,
jaguar.
Remember the jogger? He choked out a fucking mountain lion. That's how bitch they
Yeah,
are.
well,
you never heard of a story of somebody choking out a dog.
Like, yo, he mounted that thing, bro. I remember. I told you that story. No, of course you hear stories of people choking dogs, bro.
When?
It's just so common, people don't even talk about it. Dogs get choked every day, bro.
Bro, the military and police officers, they don't use fucking
don't see-
cats for fucking...
Because they can't control them, they'll die, bro. You don't see motherfuckers walking
Possibly.
jaguars on a leash, bro.
Sure you do. In fucking,
Yeah, in Dubai when they're all drugged up.
Exactly.
Bro. They're all
the
docile,
fucking Hajis or whatever.
declawed and shit. But no, I don't know, man. Like, I'm afraid to sleep in a room with a cat.
If my house cat was probably 40 pounds bigger, he'd take me for sure. He would kill me. He's probably like 15, 17 pounds right now. If he was like 40 pounds, for sure,
Well,
I
you're
would
not
be
like the
attacked.
biggest chick in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm not. Definitely for sure. But
You say a
still,
little
cats are
petite.
cats
A hamster
will
might
fuck
give you a fight.
up. I was actually just watching a movie last night where like a
My
hamster
goldfish
got
on this
loose.
bitch.
that's right.
You were watching a movie about hamsters?
I watched this movie last night on Netflix and it was actually pretty crazy. I forget. I think it was called I Can See You. But at first, it kind of
Ooh.
sets it
What
up
is
like
it
a
about?
premise.
I feel like I might have watched that.
It like the first beginning of it sets it up. It's like a detective looking for missing kids, and it sets it up with the premise that like there's a ghost in the house. But then like mid movie, you figure out it's not a ghost. It's people living in the attic and fucking with the family when they're asleep or they're not home. But to the point where like they're ripping your blankets off you and pissing on you while you're
Lit.
asleep. No,
And then
like
they sell
crazy
those
shit.
clothes
And then
to
they
some
make you think
weirdos.
that you're crazy and like you're doing that stuff. No, it was ridiculous.
I Can See You. You watched it? It's good. You
It
co-signed?
was really good.
So
I
wait, hold
watched
on.
it last. Huh?
You got to the end?
I did get to the end with
No,
it.
she just
No,
watches
see,
movies
I don't want
halfway
to
and
tell them
stops.
everything because
Yeah,
it was
fair.
really good if they watch it. No, and that was the ending. You're like this fucking.
All right. Don't spoil it.
No, it was
so,
really
so
good.
it's people living in this person's attic and nobody knows that?
Squatters.
Yeah, what do they call it?
But how do they not
Fishing
know
or
that people are living in the attic?
frogging, but with a PH. Yeah, it was called like
Frogging?
frogging in the movie, and it was kind of like, you know, like planking and shit like that. Like they would make YouTube videos of themselves living in people's attics and like,
Pissing on them.
yeah, basically
Lit.
Some people might
messing
like
with
that.
them.
Dude, some people
Some
are
people
into
like
that.
getting
It's-
pissed on. I don't
That's a
know.
weird one. That's another
shit
weird
on.
one for me.
Going back to
That
all
is
this
a
other
super
stuff.
weird one, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think the weirdest like kink that you have is? You don't have to share if you're uncomfortable sharing, obviously.
No, I don't mind. I like when the horse actually nibbles on my ear.
Nice. From behind. He's like, come here, Jay. No.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty old school, like old fashioned. I don't know if I have like real like. And we're talking about fucking shitting on people and stepping in cakes and stuff. I'm not into all that.
Like, what are you into? You're like, I don't know, missionary.
Yeah. Like,
It's all right, man.
why? Now I feel weird. What are you guys into? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Nothing like too crazy, you know, like with toy action here and there. Slap her around a bit.
Well, that's standard.
What?
All right.
Lick mayonnaise off her.
Check her feet out. Want her to step in a cake.
No, but you have to like, what would your cake be though? It's not like I want her to step on a cake.
What kind of cake?
What kind of cake with what kind of frosting really tells
Cheesecake.
who
That's so
you are as a
specific.
man.
Mine would be cheesecake.
A cheesecake?
Or
Oh,
maybe ice cream cake so it gets all melty and drippy down her legs. And I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Hey, wow, I'm hungry. I'll see you later.
that's
I
probably
was
the worst
sent
thing
this
about
as a
being a
message.
December baby was I actually loved ice cream cake, and my sister is an August baby, so she always got ice cream cake, but I always had to have something stupid because it's the middle of December. Like, where the fuck are we gonna get an ice cream cake from? We're not getting that.
Friendlies.
Ice cream cakes. I've never met anybody that doesn't like an ice cream cake.
Bro, it's,
Oh, ice cream
it's the
cake is
nuts.
top tier
It's
for
the
sure.
nuts.
Why is that weird ass pause?
I don't know,
Yeah.
because I was agreeing, you know, and I was just thinking of all the times I've enjoyed ice cream cake.
So I talked to Jay a couple weeks ago. He said that his history and career like path, you were in welding, right? Before you were in sales or anything
I
like that.
used to be a welder. Yeah.
It's a hell of a segue.
I know.
Yeah, no, well, so I was watching Sherry's and you were in sales like pretty much historically. That's been like your field.
Was I being
that
a
you...
dick to Sherry?
No, I don't.
I felt
You're
bad.
kind of a dick
when-
anyways,
when
though,
he
but I
goes-
also know Jay in my brain as girl dad Jay, where it's like, Bella, you gotta reassign the jobs I have on tomorrow. I thought that this was gonna be a half-hour hair appointment. I'm gonna be at the salon with my daughter for 4 hours tomorrow. Like, you gotta fix this for me.
Panic, bro.
So that's how I know Jay. So he'll never be an asshole to me.
Aw, the sweet side of Jay. I didn't
Jay's
think
a
you were an
happy
asshole. I actually thought the episode started and we took down the fucking like PC barrier when you went, shut the fuck up already. Like, I'm like, finally, bro.
Sherry, I'm sorry.
We can
I
talk.
love you.
Somebody texted me and they were like, bro, you said that her words felt like flowers fucking your ears with a condom. I was like, what does that even mean? It's like she's just using all these buzzwords. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But
Yes,
she's a good egg, bro. We love Sherry.
So you watched that episode. You said you watched the Kevin Tays. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think about being on a podcast? Like,
I think it's pretty interesting. My dad honestly did a podcast with his friends. He had a couple friends in California where he would like Zoom in with them and do a podcast. So I did that every so often with him when I was
so
in
you're like
high
a pro.
school.
yeah.
No,
You
not
tell
a
us
pro in
that.
any way, shape, or form.
This is my 9th time as a guest.
No. But yeah, I've been on a podcast before. I think it's interesting. My dad is I was raised by a single dad, so my dad is basically my best friend in the whole entire
That's what's
world.
up.
Call him like every day. If I call him, we're on the phone for at least 2 to 3 hours.
Does he live in Providence also, or
No, Cumberland.
okay?
Yeah, so he was born and raised, grew up in Cumberland, then moved us back there when I was like high school age, and then I graduated from Cumberland High School.
High school age. I thought you were high school age.
Yeah, no, I look like I'm high school age.
Yo, legit. Like when we were supposed to do this the first time, I called Jay in the morning. I'm like, I don't know about this, bro. I'm having some weird, like, I feel weird. He's like, why? Because I'm like, I
Isn't
think
Bella,
Bella's
like,
like
12?
17, dude. Like, I don't know why we're having a child on the podcast. Like, we drink and
She's
shit.
probably like, why did Jay just call me and ask me what my age
Yeah,
was?
that's what I
go-
really thought. I was like,
I go,
think
don't be
everyone
weird
knows."
about it, but like, at least make sure she's old enough to drink. I'm not trying to get charged with supplying alcohol to a minor or anything.
With video recording evidence, it's being broadcast.
Exactly, dude.
True.
I was like, dude, I just need you to comfort me and take care of this.
Yeah, no, I'll be 24 this year in December.
Wow.
But yeah, my dad's a big.
You got ID?
Do I have ID? Yeah.
In fact, when you told me that Ricardo was only 20, I thought it was like the other way around. I figured that he was older, you know, but it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
Ricardo's like, I'm just a baby.
Yeah, no, Ricardo's 20. I am going to be 24. I'm 23 currently. Yeah, that whole department that we have in scheduling is pretty young. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
even our manager is over
T?
25. Yeah, she's 25, I think, to the dot.
Tania?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No
Even
shit.
Wes is a youngster.
Yeah,
How
he's
old's
like
Wes?
28.
28, 29. Yeah. I mean, we're all, if you look at the company, like, it's fairly young. You know what I
Except
mean?
for
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you might be the oldest. Nah, we had some sales. I don't know. I don't remember his name. I just remember last year, bro, in the sales
That's
meetings,
right.
this dude came through looking like, remember that guy that used to do the dancing for the Six Flags commercials? Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. That's who I thought it was, bro. I'm like, who is this guy?
I
How's he
think
going
that
door to
same
door?
guy, now that I think about it, used to show up to consultations with pajama pants on, or at least a few times, a handful
Probably
of
had
times.
dementia. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
They
bro.
actually, a customer called in and was like, "Hey, your rep just finished up my consultation and is eating a sandwich outside on my front steps right now."
Oh my God,
I'm
bro.
almost positive if we're thinking of the same guy.
It
It's
must have
definitely an
been.
older gentleman. But yeah, it wasn't just that he
Holy
was old; he was not there.
You ever have any weird interactions with the customers when you're talking to them? Like, just like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
I used to actually door knock for the company, so I had a ton.
Yeah, I
of
learned that
weird
the other day when you
interactions.
said that in front of Nick. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
that
I
you were a
used to
knocker.
door knock, and I actually probably more than likely door knocked this area coming off the highway. I was like recognizing it, but
shit.
yeah, I've had a few weird interactions. I think the worst weird interactions were like trying to get invited into people's houses and stuff like that.
Trying
Wait,
to?
what?
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, like you just come in and
Oh, you
talk
mean
to
when
me, and I'm
they
like,
were
oh
inviting you?
yeah, no, they're like, oh,
They're like, we have candy.
It's like some sweaty old dude. He's like, do you like puppies? Come in.
It's got like mustard on
We
his
got
fucking
puppies.
guinea tea.
it was like dead summer one time, and it was this older lady, and she's like, oh no, it's just girls in the house, and I was like, the fact that you had to say
Yeah.
that and I didn't ask,
You're
I'm
throwing me
gonna go
some
to
real
the
rapey
next
vibes,
door.
lady.
But yeah, no, I used to door knock for the company.
Okay.
With customers, I feel like the worst case scenario is like I do the confirming. I do the confirming phone calls and
Yeah,
stuff like
you
that.
do,
Somebody
girl.
books a consultation. Somebody sits on the phone with me, gives me all their information. And then instead of just saying no, being like, oh, I booked this because they were in my face, I booked
Right,
this,
right.
yada, yada,
Pass
yada.
me Brandon's glass.
Instead of just saying no or saying, I'm not going to be there. Hell, just say you have COVID.
Just
and then
lie.
we won't bother you at
Right,
least
right.
for 10 days, and then we'll reach
Well,
out.
you'll
But
still
it's
get
the
texts every
hanging
day.
up the phone. Hi, who are you again? Isabella with Smart Green.
Click.
Boop.
You know why that is though? Is like people are just naturally afraid of confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's
And
why
disappointment. They don't want to.
they don't want to let you down, which is
Yeah.
why it's so common for people to just not show up to the appointment or not answer the door. Because they literally like they get uncomfortable
Those minutes or no?
telling somebody to their face like, no, I don't want you to come in and talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, and they will take it and like they'll confirm the whole way. They'll be like, yep, and then
Like, imagine being that bitch where you can't even fucking,
That
you don't
much
have
of
the
a pussy,
yeah,
yeah,
you don't have the balls to fucking just tell somebody no, or I don't just make, like you said, make something up. Like,
I have anything. I've had people tell me that their septic systems burst, and I at least leave them alone for 2 weeks at that point, and then I'll give them a call back in 2 weeks. Your septic system burst. Perfectly reasonable reason why we can't meet with you today.
Hey, how's that septic system?
Yeah,
How's the shit flowing?
I know that probably cost you a couple $100. We could help you out. Yeah,
It's
now
natural.
she is.
I'd say some
Actually,
of the
her
weird.
and Ricardo, when we were listening to your phone calls, I was like, wow, I couldn't do that. I couldn't. Not to that level.
Oh.
Like, you guys are right on it.
What do you mean you couldn't do that? You're like one of our top sales guys.
No.
He's like, I couldn't talk to customers like that.
I'm really shy.
How
don't
do
like
you
to be
do
in front of you. No, I'm saying on the phone, like just it almost comes natural for you guys.
It was very smooth.
Yes, very smooth, very organic. So I was like, wow, it was impressive. Because if I were on the phone talking, I would talk to somebody like how I talk to you guys, and that's not necessarily the most articulate or strategic way to, maneuver somebody through somebody's personality and how they're speaking. So, but anyway, yeah, you guys are very, very talented. I don't know if you guys know that. You guys,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to
They
think
know,
I
but
at
it's nice
least
to
do
hear.
well.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
nice to hear.
I think it comes from probably the history of I used to do like a little bit of theater in high school, so like memorizing scripts was very
Really?
easy for me.
You ever do musicals?
No. Now that I'm thinking about it, anytime that there was a musical,
You're
I
like,
was
I'm out.
not trying to actively participate in it. I would do lights on
Yeah,
those shows or
that's
something.
silly. Who would want to do that?
But yeah, so and then I was also a waitress, so like the people skills you have to be a waitress and a hostess in like a family-owned restaurant too. That's like a semi-nice sit
What
down.
was it? What restaurant?
La Familia in Cumberland. They have one in
Okay.
Taunton too. But
I
yeah.
don't know where that is.
And then I was a swim instructor, so like classes of 20
Damn,
plus
you're only
kids. in a
23. How have you
lane.
done all of this shit? Like,
I
so
don't
you
know.
know how to properly like form and everything swim?
Yeah, no, I have my
you know how
my
to
like
swim, bro?
licensing for it. I think it's probably run out since I,
know how to
haven't.
do you know how to
renewed it.
swim?
I know how to swim. I don't know how to
Okay.
properly like.
You just gave off like I don't know
I
how to
don't know how
swim
to
vibes,
swim
bro.
vibes.
Like, it's like you know how to teach. You got like excited, like
No, because you know how like
He's like, can I get a
there's
discount?
there's a certain
yeah, bro. Swimming
Form
is just
to-
don't drown, bro. Just stay above
no,
the
it's
water.
way more than that. She knows how to like properly swim. Like
Oh, I had to do like
I
a
mean,
mile
like when you
in
turn your
under,
head
like,
and
a
like
couple
inhale
minutes
and
or
exhale
so.
the other way and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of basic.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like
You can't swim? Like,
no,
what do you
I
mean?
can swim, guy.
Can you just
I
float?
can't.
What are you telling me right now, bro?
No, I just can't.
I'm not expecting you to do a butterfly stroke, but like I expect you to be able to fucking paddle out.
Of course, yeah. I can do. Man, I grew up in the ocean, guy. It's just I don't know how to do it. Like I don't know what not officially, but like
Like an Olympic swimmer?
yeah.
Neither did I.
But if you teach it, you know it, right? You
So it kind of
like
I
you know
felt-
all the like fucking breaststroke and backstrokes
breaststroke
and
is
Yeah,
that
I
right?
can
Is
I can
that the
teach
breaststroke?
those
Yeah, I don't know what
to
the-
anybody.
You can't go like
between
this with your arms, bro. That's the
it's more
breaststroke.
than that to do it like efficiently.
The backstroke is like this, right?
Honestly,
yeah.
with swimming, it does not matter what you do with your body as long as you're breathing the right way. That's what the
See, I
issue
wouldn't
with
even know
swimming
that.
is. You have to keep your breath right, or else
Yeah.
you're losing like all. You can't move your arms if you're out of breath and you're weak.
I'll tell you
like
the-
you can move your arms as much as you want. You won't get weak until a certain point. If you're breathing, heavy breathing, you don't know how to breathe, holding your breath, you're gonna get tired so quick.
Yeah, my girlfriend used to complain about that.
You gotta learn the breath.
Stupid.
One of the hardest things I ever did was when I was taking a police test. I had to like dive, I don't know, however deep, and bring a weight back up. So I had to like, you have to like swim with this fucking weight in your hand and try to get to the surface. Dude, that's fucking hard as shit.
They
it was
would
only
put
like
those-
a 10 pound, I think,
yeah.
or something like that.
The hardest swim I've ever done was, have you ever been in it's not Milford. I want to say it's like the reservoir in Attleboro. There's like a cliff you can swim out to. It's not far from Cumberland.
The reservoir,
You
the
swim-
reservoir.
Yeah, you swim
She's
out
like
to
the
that
reservoir
fucking
in Attleboro.
and jump off. Yo, that distance is deceiving, bro. So like it looks like it's like maybe 30, 40 yards away. And then fucking like we had our graduating
swim
class
to.
when you got to swim to it, and then there's a cliff on the other side you can jump off.
Yeah, fucking tired and
Bro,
shit.
I'm like halfway there, and I'm like, what do I do, bro? Like this is a shit
She's like, "All right, I'm
situation.
gonna float.
I'm just gonna float in the
Bro,
middle.
there were some kids that like weren't great swimmers, and they were like holding basketballs so they would float away. I bought like fucking floaties for my arms, dude, at the CVS over there. It was but yeah, dude, that was a tough one. That was a longer swim than I thought it was.
Well, swimming takes like, it seems like it. Well, you would know. it's a good workout, right? You use like all
Oh,
your
it's
muscles.
one of the best workouts ever
Yeah.
because you don't strain really anything.
Your
So like
joints,
running,
everything
you're
is
fucking
safe.
your knees up, like lifting, you're tearing your muscles. That you're getting all the breath work, all the cardio, all of that, but you're not damaging your body at all.
Yeah.
Swimming is like the best workout for you. It works out the most and hurts the least,
Let's
or
go
does
swimming.
the least damage.
Another part of that, the police test for, I think it was it West Warwick at the time? Oh, anyway, where we had to just float or stay above water just using our hands. So we're for
like
2
without,
minutes.
without your feet.
I think it was 2 minutes. It might have been something longer, but yeah, without using your feet, just that was tough. I came out of the pool, I was all fucking like jacked because you know,
It's got a nice pump
Got the
in, you know?
obviously I was a lot thinner and more athletic.
What's up,
but-
guys?
Did you go do any schooling for that, or was it just like academy stuff that you went for police work?
That was
Just at the YMCA.
when you're applying to a police department, you have to go through like certain physical fitness tests. That was part of theirs. But just to give you an idea, so I took Florida highway patrols. That was like a whole. I flew down there. That test was fucking crazy. You had to like dummy drag.
Yeah, that fucking wrestling alligator.
Yeah, fucking
Wrestling alligator.
punch a manatee. Fucking yeah, they made you do this like dummy drag, all kinds of weird shit, like run this obstacle and then dry fire. And West Warwick wasn't like that. West Warwick was totally different. It had more to do with swimming, where Florida, you would surprisingly and ironically didn't have anything to do with swimming.
Well, what part of Florida? I mean, it's not all
The
coastal.
peninsula part.
Oh, nice. Like that's just the big big dick of the country.
Yes. But yeah, that was pretty tough. The to do that whole swimming part, I wasn't prepared for that, and that's why I am in solar.
That's why I'm in solar.
But thank God.
Hey, didn't you used to weld?
Yeah, I used to weld. That was pretty tough too. I used to underwater weld.
Really?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You're such an asshole.
My brother was a welder for Electric Boat for a really long time.
Oh, CJ used to work for Electric Boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Clayton. I don't know. Do you guys call him CJ or no?
Call him, send me your fucking updates.
Oh.
Wow.
She's like, I call him and he
heard
doesn't
that?
fucking answer me. This is the platform to let motherfuckers know how you
Call
react.
him when I need him. But yes, I refer to him as Clayton, but I know a lot of people call him CJ. But yeah, that's actually, I went to URI for criminology. That was like my major. I did not, I wanted to be a detective, but once I figured out that you had to do at least like, most places it's 3 years to 5 years minimum as a cop on the force, was not interested in that
Right.
at all. Then kind of spun my direction towards advocacy work.
That's funny. I went to CCRI for law enforcement. I was going to be a state trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I saw an ad that Jay posted on Craigslist, and I started doing telemarketing instead. Now here we are.
Here we are.
The whole, what was I going to say? Being a police officer, I think back when I was younger, 20 years ago, was totally different than being a police officer today. So I don't think I would
Yeah, you
want to
guys
do
used
that
to.
today.
20 years ago, you could just fucking beat and kill whoever you wanted without worrying about it.
Exactly.
Now you got
That's
cameras
when
and
things were
shit.
good.
I was
Brandon,
living in
this is not the play, bro. This is gonna spill everywhere.
the...
Don't watch.
Don't watch the
don't.
pineapple juice. No, but I was actually living in Coventry. Do you guys remember that like crazy cop in Coventry who?
Kick that lady in the head?
No, he shot the kids through the window of their car in his personal vehicle
What'd they
while
do?
he was off duty. They passed him on the highway.
Well,
He was in his personal
They gotta
truck, and that. But they pulled over into. So if you guys know the Coventry area, as soon as you get off the exit to like Coventry, larger Coventry, there's that Wicked Good Pizza.
okay.
So this guy is tailing them. This is a Pawtucket officer. He was off duty.
What?
Yeah, no, he was a Pawtucket officer, lived in Coventry, was off
okay,
duty,
that makes
heading
sense.
home to Coventry.
You pull this up. Whatever she's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about right now.
It was probably 2021, at least 2022. And it was in front of Wicked Good Pizza. And he was one of those you don't know
Don't
that I'm a
pass with me
cop,
on
but
the
I'm going to
highway.
let you know that I'm a
Yeah.
cop now. And just imagine that. They
Well-
were 16 years old driving to go get that pizza from Wicked Good Pizza. Then he passed them on the highway. They pulled in. They're like, how do we get away from this guy? And he
Yeah.
shoots into the windshield.
That's
At
crazy.
3 16-year-old kids on their way to go home and watch a PC
he kill
basketball
anybody?
game. No, fortunately he did not. But this past year, I believe it was January, February, he got arrested for drunk driving.
Oh, see, he should get a free pass. He's a cop.
No, but I'm almost positive this is the exact one that I'm talking about. They have like the video recording of it. I remember driving past the car and being like, "Oh my God, what happened?"
He's not guilty. He was found not guilty.
Yeah.
How? There's got to be more to the story. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, there's got to be more to the story.
Turns out they shot at him and tried to flee.
You know, I'm
Behind
always
the wheel of a black Audi that screamed past Dolan on his way home on the interstate. Vincent, heading to the pizzeria with two friends, was traveling between 108 and 126 miles an hour. That's pretty fast. I still don't understand why he shot them though.
because people are fucked up, man.
I know. I'm just trying to see that. You know, I don't want to take your assumptions or my assumptions. Keep scrolling, Brandon. I'm trying to get to the part like why he shot them. Takedown of Al Qaeda. What the fuck are we talking about anyway? Were these terrorists? Did you leave that part out? These fucking jihads in there?
No.
She's like, yeah, they were just teenagers with bombs in their backpacks, so he shot them.
Oh, he was he did 3 tours in fucking Iraq and Afghanistan. He
Half
blew a
dozen
gasket.
witnesses described firing the pistol from the side of the car, not the front.
I'm always torn when it comes to police officers and their scenarios. I can understand certain things, but I don't know, it's weird. I can always defend both sides.
But the encounter immediately escalated when Vincent wouldn't obey orders.
It's hard, honestly, because it's
No, go back up, Brandon. Yeah.
The teacher who slaps the knuckles.
Street
You're a
clothes, holding
teacher.
a
You
badge
should
of
know
some kind.
better.
Vincent said he didn't know.
That's
Dolan
a kid. They're gonna do
or
what
if the
they're
badge is
gonna
real.
do.
But you know what?
It evolved to a matter of self-defense.
I think that's a...
With this age group, at least, these were young kids.
Yeah.
These
Did
weren't
you
grown
see that
adults.
part?
They weren't.
They hit him with his car.
Oh,
They hit him with the car.
his car.
But then again, he was in like personal clothes. I mean, how are you supposed to know he's a cop?
Yeah, you're tracking.
you're just
He's tailing you. You guys are scared.
Comes up to your window. I mean, to be honest with you, if you're a concealed carry holder and somebody aggressively approaches your window like that, you probably have the right to shoot them. Never mind, like, just listening to them because they tell you they're a cop. Like, you're off duty, bro. Just go fucking enjoy your day.
Yeah, I always feel like I said, I'm always torn when it comes to like stories like
Well,
this.
you definitely lean pro officer, obviously, you're a little biased there. For 2 reasons. One, it's your background. 2, you know how the media can manipulate it and spin it. But sometimes it is just like an aggressive cut. Because think about it, bro. Some people are just assholes. So some cops are just assholes,
Hey man,
you know, and they have all that authority.
Fire, bro. My whole fucking, my whole childhood, I've dealt with dickhead cops. Well, to me, they were dickheads. But,
Yeah,
you know, they were
all-
probably just doing their job.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are, but some are actually assholes. You know what I mean?
Facts. Absolutely.
But the
Absolutely.
good cops got to get them out of there, bro, because it's just not the job where you can be an asshole. You know, like, I feel like a police officer is something that you just have to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, you can't make them, like if you're a pilot for an
think about
airplane,
it.
if you're an airplane pilot, you can't just be 87% and then have a bad day and be like, fuck it, this plane's going down. You just have to be fucking on point all the time.
If you're an engineer, even building buildings, you can't. Oh, this is I guess.
It's hard.
It depends
It's
what
hard
kind.
to
If it's like
engineer you
low
are.
income housing, whatever, take shortcuts. But if it's like a children's hospital, do it right.
You
Like,
gotta-
think about this.
just
Imagine
kidding.
if you're a family
Scoot
person.
in closer, scoot in closer.
Yeah.
I'm a little far.
And
Yeah, you have to be.
Have to
show
be
her how-
like right up on it.
No,
No,
two
two
fists. 2 fists away. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
It always goes. Look, we're such kids. We can't say it and not laugh.
Oh.
But it's like, how about Gochu when he was on? He's like, you almost got me. You almost got me. I was like, no, I'm just literally. That's how far you have to do it.
I want
I
to
don't
say
know why
like
nobody goes like this.
what? That's weird.
Because
would
it's
say
not.
do that.
This
Wakanda.
is cheating.
Like everybody's like, okay,
Maybe that's just what they're used to.
that's not appropriate.
That's not appropriate.
Anyway, so
Tell him, Bella, you're not gonna stand for this shit.
I was gonna say that
Not unless you're paying $10.99 a month, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
you do have one. I know you do. Imagine going to fucking work, right? You're a police officer. You go to work, and for like 8 to 12 hours, people are just constantly lying to you. How long would it take before that starts to wear on you, and you start becoming more not cold-hearted, but just kind of like
I do that every day. For about 10 to 12 hours a day. I sit
lie
on
to
the
people?
phone with people and they lie to me.
Yeah, she's
It's
still
hard
chill.
to keep my composure. No, for sure. Especially like dealing with as many. And it's not even cop situations. And I feel as frustrated. So if it's a cop situation where it's like you're coming into a call and you think something's happening and then you get there and somebody's lying to you. I can't imagine how frustrating that
Well,
is.
I'm not
But
even
we all
saying-
deal with that on like to a certain degree.
I'm not even saying in that. So picture this: you're just a patrol, right? And every time you pull somebody over, somebody says to you something like, "Oh, I need my insurance." Like, come on. Like how many times would you hear that before you're like,
So
all right,
here's-
the next motherfucker that I
you're
pull
missing,
over.
you're missing a key point to this, bro.
What's that?
Is that the cop pulls people over every single day. So he's very well versed on what's needed, how you should have it. Most people don't get pulled over often.
Yeah, but
You know
there's
what I
certain
mean?
things that are just common knowledge.
No,
Like,
no,
you
no.
know you have to drive
to
with
you,
your...
it's common knowledge, bro. You have to remember, you have a history as being a police officer.
But I'm not talking about anything like legal here. I'm talking about just like everybody knows that they need a driver's license to drive.
A driver's license, probably
Or insurance. Or registration.
You'd be surprised, bro. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that aren't aware that you have to have a copy of your insurance. Everything is digital now. You know,
I've
so
never
many
met
kids.
anybody.
Well, bro, you've also been driving for 30 years. You know what I mean? A lot
Right.
of people have been
That's a lot of
driving for
experience.
2 years, 3 years, where they didn't, you know, they're just new at this. Everything to them is digital. They've never had a paper copy of anything.
Right.
So
I'm
it's-
just using that as an example. But let's use the driver's license. How many times would you
Well,
have
no.
to hear when somebody said, "Oh, I need my driver's license"? Like before that, where that's the same
But
reason.
but the thing is, you don't even need the license.
But what I'm saying is, I think you're
You
missing
just
my
have
point.
to have an active one. And
The same thing applies like with, let's say, judges. Judges sometimes, or a lot of judges, are very, very just cold, right? They're just very, because they're getting lied to fucking constantly. People, oh, I didn't know that you couldn't approach a cop with a knife in your hand, or you know what I'm
That's
just
the
saying
way
stupid
extreme,
shit.
bro. That's such a
I know,
way
I'm
extreme.
just trying to prove a point. That shit would wear on me, and it has. So I was a military policeman in the Air Force. And stupid shit, like you start out at the main gate just checking IDs, right? People are coming in on the base, you're checking IDs and shit like that. Now you're talking about disciplined military people saying stupid shit like that. And it's, again, for 12 hours, after a while, you're like,
yeah, but I think that's
man,
why.
what the fuck's going on
That's
here?
why it's important that cops and judges and these motherfuckers should be taking these psych tests. Because if you can't handle that and keep an even keel, then you don't deserve to be in that
there's-
role.
Well, then nobody would be in the role.
Well, that's not true because there are good cops. There are good cops that deal with that and don't shoot kids through the passenger window.
More police officers, though, all see psyche people. You know, they see a shrink and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
of dealing with the public. The public is not an easy entity to fucking constantly interact with, because there's weird motherfuckers out there and stupid
I
and
know it,
lying
bro.
and whatever.
I get it.
So like when you finally meet that honest person, or let's say it's one of us that's driving, you honestly make a mistake, you're not even thinking about that because you're constant. Oh, I didn't see the stop sign. How many times would you hear that before?
I don't know, man, because most of my interactions with cops, bro, go just like that.
Right, but I'm saying,
90%
put
of them are
yourself in a
just chill.
police officer's shoes where you're constantly hearing that from the public. It would start to wear on you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think one of my strangest interactions with a police officer, or like now that I'm thinking about it, having this conversation, this dude should not have let me go. I was probably first car
I was
that
driving a stolen car.
I was driving a stolen car. You know, I was
kilo of
probably 6/5 in. You know, vodka. No, I'm just joking. I was probably 16 years old. My first car ever, a 1989
first drunk.
Cutlass Sierra Oldsmobile. That's a crazy ass car for a
that's a dope
16-year-old
car.
to be driving.
Little Cut Supreme. T-tops or no T-tops?
I don't even know what that means. It had a bench seat in the front, if that helps you at all.
No, but okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know cars
It's
that
like,
much.
you're gonna understand the bench seat because
Yeah.
that was like 1950. Like,
There was an ashtray in it. There was an ashtray in it.
T-tops are when like it's kind of like a convertible, but there's still a little strip of roof like that.
No, so it had like a
Come
full
on, show
metal
us what
roof on it.
T-tops are.
Yeah.
Are you tired? You sleeping over here today? Let's go, Jamie.
But so
Give the
there
guy
was
one
a,
compliment. He thinks all he's gonna do is pull up Facebook now.
there was we didn't
that's
know what had
badass, bro.
happened
Makes me wanna get
initially,
one.
but there was a slit
like
in
that.
my gas cap. And all the
sorry?
gas or the brake fluid cap. So there was like
Get it together, bro.
So there's a slit in it and all my brake fluid
Wait,
fell out. So I'm driving out of my driveway, and it was a steep driveway, and I could feel that I didn't have any brakes. So I'm honking the horn at my dad, who had just put a new battery in the car and was like giving me the thumbs up to drive.
You're like, no.
And I'm like, no, Dad,
Dad, I'm
something's
gonna
wrong.
die.
And then I reverse. I'm honking down the driveway into the street, and I back into a car.
Oh.
My dad, being my
Wait, so
dad,
that's a hydrant, a car. What else have you
Yeah,
backed
keep blaming the cars, girl. Keep blaming the cars.
No. Okay, yeah, no, that is a bad track record. Now that I'm bringing it up. I don't think I've ever hit anything else.
Especially going backwards, it's like, come on. You're
No, but I
supposed
had
be
to
on
like,
full
it was like
alert.
my driveway was this, and then the tree was here. So I had to go like this, downwards, and then
Gotcha.
reverse
So
into
you-
the tree to
you
stop
had
myself.
You had a choice between a tree or a car.
A tree or my neighbor's front yard, possibly into their home. So
Were they home?
They were home, and they were a family of 7. So it was
old?
2, huh?
Are they old?
No, it was young children in the
they're
home.
old.
So it was
So
like,
they haven't really accomplished anything. Yet,
yeah,
anyways.
no, I gotta let them live their lives.
No,
I
get
gotta
rid
let
of
them
them.
try
I'd
at
say get rid of
least.
them.
No, let them live. If it was old people, take them out. They've got their years done.
Whoa. Easy, Bella.
But so the cop,
Who is
somebody
this
had
monster?
reported that I had hit a
Personality is
tree.
a lot bigger than like, you know, her what's the word?
Body?
Size?
What?
My frame, stature.
frame, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yes.
But somebody had reported that I had hit a tree. And so this cop, and of course, it's Cumberland Fest. So if you guys are aware, like it's a big parade that happens with Diamond Hill State Park. They
Yep,
do a
yep.
bunch of carnivals in there. So
I used to go sledding there as a kid.
I'm
Diamond Hill.
thinking the cop is trying to go to Cumberland Fest, and that's why he's got his lights on. So I'm driving, crying because I just hit a car, and my dad
Wait,
told me that
is he
I'm.
behind you with the lights
He's
on?
behind me with the lights on, but I think I'm 16. Okay, so I think that he's.
See, I
no
told you,
sirens,
not everybody knows what to do on
no
the road.
sirens, but he. The
gosh.
reason I
She's
didn't.
like, oh, that meant pull over? The cop's like, really?
If he had
like, "Ooh, that's
sirens
pretty."
on, I would have pulled over, but it was just the lights. So I was like, okay, he must be just letting it known that he's going around us to go to Cumberland Fest. There must be something going. Pure, I shit you not. I'm blasting
bowel
Green
movement you
Day from
not.
the radio, crying
Ooh,
in
what
my
song?
car
Green
because
Day's got like, I fuck with Green Day.
You're like, I'm gonna wait until he turns the siren on.
no, and then he's like, "Can you turn the music down?" I'm crying. I'm like, "What's hi? How can I help you?" And he's like,
You're like, let me just get something.
He's like, "Somebody just told me you hit a tree," and I'm just sitting there like word vomiting. I'm like, "My dad told me I was fine. I just hit the tree. I backed into it. I told him there's something wrong. He told me that I was fine. I'm going to pick up my friend from McDonald's. We're going to Cumberland Fest. Am I fine?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know, you're good. You're good. You feel okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I go.
He let you go, huh?
He let me go. I did not have brakes though. So I got to go pick up my friend.
You should
I'm
have.
still
Why
crying.
were you still going to pick up your friend?
Because my dad, I'm 16 and my dad is my best friend and I trust him so much. He told me I was fine. So I'm like, my dad told me I'm fine. I've got to be fine. My dad wouldn't steer me in the wrong direction.
He didn't. Yeah.
I had no brakes and I was on the highway.
All right.
Why are you still here? Like,
Exactly.
should be
So
gone.
luckily enough, I was able, my grandparents had a really long dirt gravel driveway. So I was able to skirt from the highway exit into their driveway, slow myself down,
was it a
park the
standard
car.
or automatic?
Automatic.
Oh, that
So I
sucks.
go in, and my grandpa's up. Hi, shit. Watching American Pickers, his favorite show.
Oh, I
and
remember
I'm
that show.
crying. I'm like, Grandpa. And he's like, you know what? Hold on. And then he just goes and gets my grandma and he starts calling people. But yeah, no. So like, cops sometimes
You're fucking wild.
don't know the best situation at hand. Like they don't know what's going on. Especially like,
Of course.
yeah, no. Cops have no idea what's going on
You
with
know
the
what?
person that they're
Police
interacting
officers
with.
that are responding somewhere, they only know what the dispatcher tells them. And sometimes the dispatcher doesn't necessarily know. They give a synopsis of what's going on. For instance, like you could be legally carrying a weapon somewhere for whatever reason. I don't know. You're going to fire at the range.
Yeah.
But the police
Dispatcher's like,
officer-
hey, this guy's got a harpoon.
yeah, or no, like, hey, this guy's got a gun. Now think about being a police officer. You're responding somewhere to go, and you're like, the last thing you heard was this guy has a gun. You're just thinking like, okay, this guy's like
Active-
yeah, like you might
yeah,
shoot me. And
active.
meanwhile, it's nothing like that. But I think I think the police officer's role is misunderstood a lot. Is it?
I think it's more of like media telling you that. I think if you talk to 100 people,
Yeah.
most people are just like, yeah, cops are just whatever. Like, there's not a ton of interaction between most people and cops.
I don't
think
think
so?
cops get enough
And I
time
think-
with the people that they're
No,
working with
and I
either.
think
I
even-
think it's an immediate, you're called to a situation and your predisposition in your job role is you get there, you react. It's
Right,
not
right,
you
right.
get there and you discover. Because like going into a house
Of
right
course.
now, I dispatch you somewhere, you have
Yeah.
a brief note
I
or
show up
you
with my
have
gun.
the you have
He
a
just
brief
shows up
like
with 2
scenario
guns,
as to
no
what's
pants.
going on, but you utilize a lot of your time with that person as discovery to make it work best for you. I feel like cops, they get what I would tell
They need to
them
do
and then
more
they go and they
discovery.
react. They don't
we
do
should
the
just get cops a
discovery.
pitch deck, bro. They walk up to the
That's
car
right.
like, hey, so here's what we're going to do.
Here's what I can do for you.
Let me pull out my slide deck.
Would you
This
say
is
you were
first
speeding
time-
or driving
This is
under
the
the
police
influence?
department
Okay.
I work with. Just a little background about us here. Let's read some testimonials.
Our goal
This
for
will
the
take a few
next 2
seconds.
years is to grow the department by 30 officers. No, but I think, like I said, man, I think the whole like people give cops a bad rap isn't really true because if you talk,
There's some dickhead cops out there.
there
too.
are some, yeah, but there's some idiot people and some dickhead cops. Like you talk to somebody like me, bro. I've been pulled over probably 15 times in my life. I would say 12 of them went super cool. Like it just went normally how it's supposed to. There was no disrespect on either end. And the other three, like, whatever. I either ran into an asshole or they caught me on a bad day where I was being a prick. You know what I mean? But most of the time, you just get like, it's kind of like with the whole left and right thing. You know, there are some wild people everywhere, but for the most part, the people you talk to are just like rational. That's what I believe anyway.
Well, you know, but rational doesn't always necessarily mean like, and I, you know, I agree with you to a certain degree.
Well, then just agree. You don't
Yeah.
have to
No,
follow.
because
You don't have to follow.
Come on, Jay. Why
You
do
don't
you
have to
play
just
devil's
make up an
advocate all the
argument
time?
just
No,
to
I'm
do
not
it.
making up an argument. I think I'm giving a different perspective because
You're just trying to start the conversation. That's what you're trying to do.
all right, we can sit here and not talk.
Quiet game. 3, 2, 1.
That's not good for the show.
You lost.
You definitely lost. That sounds like something a loser would say.
Yeah.
I could have won, but I don't want to have a bad show.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, Jay?
Maybe not in the way that I don't believe in like a that kind
Casper.
of thing. Why? Where are you going with this? You're going somewhere with it.
No, I do believe in ghosts very
Let the
thoroughly.
girl
Strongly?
talk.
Yeah, very strongly. I believe in
Like what
ghosts.
kind of ghosts? Like
I don't know honestly.
like dead people
Yeah.
floating type.
Yeah, I
ghosts?
believe that your energy
Help
can
her
be
empty
stuck in a
glass there. How you
place.
doing?
Like shit like Lizzie Borden. I strongly believe that her presence, even if she didn't die in the house that she did all that in, is probably still there just because of what happened there. Stuff like war
it's,
stuff, super old buildings, stuff like that. I feel like
Well,
energy
what makes
can
you
be.
believe that?
Well, isn't it science? Isn't it proven? Isn't
don't know.
I don't think
What
it's
is-
been proven like falsifiably yet.
Well,
I don't think it's
of
like
this. Like all matter is energy, right? Like everything.
it can't be destroyed
is
or
energy.
created.
It's just there forever. What is E equals MC squared? Like if we break that down Barney style, isn't that like Einstein's theory of something?
I think
Where
that's
energy
relativity.
just never goes away. I know.
Like,
I'm
is
just.
that his
I'm
theory of
throwing out
something?
some weird
Just
theory or
throwing a
something.
bunch of stuff
Like
out.
when you get into like quantum physics, that isn't like matter is all energy. It never really goes away. So like if that happened there, it's almost like it's happening forever.
Yeah, like timelines are on a loop almost, where it's like something doesn't happen and then go
Would you
away.
find
It's
your
just like,
fucking some
College
one
oh,
of,
this
one
is
of your
this
students
is some
wrote
like,
you an essay?
yeah.
Like,
It's peer review. That's a university.
yeah, I don't believe in peer review. That's ChatGPT.
Have you guys ever seen a ghost? Is there like a reason why
Listen.
you guys believe ghosts, or
So when I was maybe 18 or 19, I'm and even now I'll still fucks with it. Like I'll go and like go to a real deal haunted house, you know, not like one that you pay to go to, but something you have to sneak into. Like
an
they used to have
abandoned
the
place?
lad school over in Exeter, shit like that. So there's a movie, Brandon, if you want to just pull it up. It's called Session 9. And it's about a team of contractors that went into this insane asylum to clean it out because there was asbestos everywhere. So they had to go in, you know, like it was a mental institution. It was empty. Yeah, exactly. And so this movie actually took place in a real mental institution that was in, I want to say Danvers, Mass, or Dedham, Mass. So like there were always rumors that it was haunted. So like I scooped up a few of my boys. I'm like, yo, who's down to go to this? We're gonna go to this shit and see what it's about. So whatever, bro. We go fucking, and you know we park outside. Obviously it's boarded up. You gotta like find like a little loose board or something that you can crawl into. We got our flashlights and shit. And yeah, we sneak in. Now, as soon as we get in, everybody's machismo is like out the window. Of
course.
It's no longer like, let's go. It's kind of like, all right, bro, I'll watch the back and I'll stay in the middle.
You go
Everybody's
front,
you
I
go
got the
first.
flashlight.
You go first. So we're walking through, right? And we're kind of like, it looks just like that. It's just all fucking dark. You hear like little leaky pipes everywhere, creaking and shit. Just like the scariest thing you can imagine. And you look in the rooms, right? And in every room is like it's a hospital. So there's like hospital beds that are just like tipped over,
it's
empty
kinda
rooms.
creepy as shit.
It's so fucking creepy, bro. So it's like every room you walk in, like a hospital bed on the floor, just a mess. You know what I mean? But a hospital room. And then there's like a door to the basement. So we look down, and I immediately go, not going first. Probably not going down at all, to be honest with you. And they're like, yo, let's go. Let's just go. And obviously, like, you know, when you're scared and when it's dark and when you're in that heightened stage, I believe that your brain just fucking plays tricks on you. You hear things that aren't there. You see things that aren't, you know what I mean? You're just on edge.
Right.
So like we took like 2 steps down, and of course like I'm first because I don't know, they just bullied me into it. And I thought I heard something down there, so I'm like, fuck this, and I just booked. I turned around and I ran. Bro, I swear to God, on my way out, I'm looking in these hospital rooms again on the same route we just took, and the beds were like made. nice and neat and shit. Like they were just fresh and new. I was like, all right, we're out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, bro, we just ran. And the scarier thing, I think, is when we bounced, we got in my car, we're like driving away. We're at a stop sign. And then I just got a blowout on my tire, like while we were stopped.
Yeah, it sounds like
It just went
a
like
movie.
and it went down, bro. Yeah, it was scary as shit. Dude, that story like sticks with me so much. I wrote like a few essays about that. Anytime I had to like write an essay for school about like something super detailed, because it's like I could remember everything even 20 years later.
Right.
But yeah, that was a.
Why, have you seen a ghost?
Me? I have not seen a ghost, but I did live in a haunted apartment building where. How old was I? I was probably in 7th grade, so like roughly 11 to 12 years old. And so it was a situation where we had moved into the apartment, then everybody else moved out, so we were the only ones living there, needed to be renovated. My dad was like, okay, I'll quit my job if you don't pay me rent, or don't make me pay rent and then pay me a little bit. I'll renovate this apartment for you. We thought that this lady had locked her dog and left in her upstairs apartment. My dad goes in there, there's no dog there.
Why, you guys heard the dog barking?
We heard
and shit?
dog barking, we heard running back and forth, we heard whining, so we're like...
That's weird.
Yeah, at that point, like, my dad was texting the guy, like, hey, can we go and break in there? Like, there's a dog in there. And he's like, no, she hasn't fully told me that she's left. Like, it would be illegal for you to do that. I can't even go in there.
It was the old lady?
No, not. But so, officially, once we figured out they were gone, my dad had this friend who had, like, a paranormal group. And they came in for a night and investigated. And there was just so much, like, we had voice recordings that ended up from the night. Like, they set up things on different floors, and we just stayed on our floor. But we would, like... find voice
like
recordings.
Like those ghost hunters type thing?
Literally,
like
it was a
sick.
whole team of ghost hunters. They did like EVP sessions and
Like,
stuff.
what were the voice recordings like? Did you listen to them?
So I have one in my email to this day, and it's this little girl, and she's either saying "Don't get scared" or "Don't get mad," and it's kind of like a whisper.
Can we play that?
Forward it to us?
I can try, yeah.
Can we play it?
Shit, bro.
And then we have another recording. This was kind of like what. I was like, oh shit, ghosts are real. Because I'd always been interested in ghosts as a kid, always watched those ghost adventures, ghost
Like,
hunter
well, I
shows.
settled that debate. You're like, ghosts are fucking real.
Ghosts are real.
You guys believe in ghosts?
If you ask me, and I'm the end all be all, ghosts are real, in my opinion.
Yeah. I used to stay with my aunt in the summers in Rehoboth. And it's like an old house, but like her father-in-law, my uncle's father, had passed away in that home before they moved in. And I don't know, man, like I was still young to the point where it scared the shit out of me. But they would always tell me, like, bro, like, you know, they didn't even use the word haunted, because they were just like, you know, Jack, that was his name. Like, Grandpa Jack is still here. Like, you know, you'll see a shadow every now and then. Or like, I never saw it, right? Like, I never saw it, but they would tell me, they're like, bro, just like stay up one night, look out the window. Like, I was scared shit. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night and be afraid to look out the window, because I'm like, if I look and see a ghost, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know what I
See your
mean?
Uncle Jack?
Grandpa Jack.
Grandpa Jack?
Bro, I couldn't correlate. Like, to me, it was just a fucking ghost. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not supposed to see you. So I was like petrified. But they tried to convince the hell out of me, like, Josh, I promise you, like, you're gonna feel a comforting feeling. You're not gonna be afraid. It's not like that. I'm like, still, like, I'm not about that life. But something that did happen that I experienced was every like couple of nights at the same time. You know, I forget the hour it was, but like to the minute, like the salt shaker would fall off the stove. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
Dude, it was so weird. And it would happen like once every few days at the exact same time. And then my aunt would just look at me like, it's Grandpa Jack. I'd be like, what the fuck, bro?
I can't find it.
so-
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I had an Uncle Jack that lived in Oklahoma. That died.
I had a Daniels Jack.
I always thought that I would see his ghost. In Oklahoma, everybody, like, they have cows and fucking horses. And when he died in Oklahoma, I remember I was like sleeping and I thought I woke up, but I don't know if I was dreaming or whatever. But anyway, it was something similar to, which is kind of strange, because I looked out my window and my uncle, he couldn't get off of his horse. So I had to go outside and help my uncle jack off the horse.
Nice. How'd that feel?
It was great. It gave me a lot of relief.
Horse must have loved it. You sick fuck, bro. Why'd I listen to the whole story? Such a douche.
So tell us some more ghost stories.
Some more ghost stories. So my favorite like ghost story that I have, honestly, is the Hat Man. I can't take Benadryl
Hat
anymore
Man.
because I owe the Hat Man money.
What is going on here?
I'm just joking. So like, A lot of people have this fever dream where like they'll take some type of like sleep aid, something like that, like NyQuil, Benadryl.
Yeah.
And then they get into
Doesn't
like,
Benadryl keep you up and antsy though?
No, Benadryl, or at
it's
least like
Viagra.
the tired Benadryl.
That's why I feel like I
think
took a
you're
bunch
thinking
of
of like
Benadryl. No, I'm thinking of
like Flonase or something like that. That's the one that has like mini amphetamines in it, the Dayquil type stuff. Benadryl is like knock you out.
Yo, you know a lot. Like, what are you doing in that apartment in Providence?
I don't do anything. I just came from a very interesting
She's got a
lifestyle.
whole meth lab in there, bro.
No, actually, so when you made that joke with the text messages and stuff, I thought you guys were gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I've never done anything besides drink and smoke pot. I have never
Made that
tried
joke.
any
Yes.
other
That joke.
any other substance, nothing like that."
That's good.
Everybody always asks me, they're like, "You're lying. You've taken shrooms." Nope,
Shrooms
never
are
at
cool.
all.
I
I've
just
tried.
assume that you're a drug addict.
Everybody always
Like, you're
assumes that,
lying.
like,
You
you're
smoke
lying.
crack.
You're
Smoke
drug
crack only,
addict.
bro.
You do coke for sure on the weekends.
Like, you
I'm
got
like,
meth
no.
mouth. Like, what the fuck?
I've tried a good fare of drugs in my day.
Yeah.
Shrooms, ecstasy, Molly. That's really it though. And then obviously like weed, coke, booze. Never did acid. Always wanted to try it. I feel like that time just kind of came and went though.
I did acid.
Having my dad be my best friend really ruined being a bad kid for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it
Yeah.
bad. I mean, I did
Being
more
an
of it as an
experimental
adult.
kid, I guess.
I did more of it as an adult, probably.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, yeah. Absolutely.
because as a kid, I think it is. As a kid, you're just like you're not in the right mindset. You know, like I would consider it bad if I was doing it as a kid.
Speaking of dad, so I'm not sure if you've seen this video before. I cried this morning. So I like to cry, and I like to
I like
laugh
to
more
cry.
throughout my day. But I like to cry at least once a day. It's a really good stress reliever. It's really good. Sometimes I find
Wait, you
myself.
force yourself, like you cut an onion underneath your face.
No, but it's like
She just watches
I
videos
allow
of
myself
kittens
to. When
dying.
I see the videos on TikTok that make me sad, I don't scroll past them. I
What
allow
videos
myself.
on TikTok make you sad?
So this one, it was a happy sad. So if you could look it up, it's a young girl. She's on in a Top Chef show. And
Jar?
The jar.
Yeah, I
I
know
cried
that one,
this
yeah.
morning. I was just thinking about my
As
dad.
as a dad,
where she puts
daughter,
it in her
dad's
anus?
open
as a
jar for
dad,
daughter would probably be
I
the
see
easiest
that and I
thing.
get kind of like warm and fuzzy. You know what I mean?
I just because I'm a girl dad, so this hit me hard.
you're not a
like
dad.
being,
You're a dad girl.
dad girl. So I watched it this morning, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
this is a
the
good
only
one.
person you can trust in your whole entire
Oh,
life
where
is
she
your dad.
asked your dad, yeah.
She's sitting there struggling, and she immediately, fuck, my dad's here. My dad is here, so this is not an issue at all.
I know that's the part that gets me in the feels is that
In
in the biggest moment of her life, yeah.
The hand out, like a little girl
Yeah.
asking him to open her juice box
Right,
again.
right. Everything was about it. And I'm looking at it from the entire other perspective. Like, yo, my baby needs me right now. Like, there's no
And I'm
way
looking
in
at it
hell
like,
I'm not
I know for a
opening
fact
this
if
jar.
I knew my dad was
Yeah.
in the room and I needed I'm going to my dad
Right,
for
right.
sure. I brought my dad to
saw-
casino night. Like my dad
Yeah.
was playing with Jay Gotra, like all the big guys. I was scared shitless, honestly, because he's there with Jay, Anthony
Your
LaHam,
dad-
Mark
your
Caden,
dad
all of them,
gambles
and my
and just
dad's
takes
like,
all their money?
Who's like, what?
Well, that
But
video
yeah.
just goes to show that women can't do shit.
a little bit.
So one that
Not
hits,
open jars, at least. Hey, I still gotta sometimes knock on my neighbor's door. Hey, can you open this for me?
I'm just kidding. I love women. Anyway, what were you saying? You were about to.
yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, no, let's just get Jay off here. I'm the new co-host. Let's go.
Let's just
I'm just like booting me off my own shit.
let's take a vote. If we get a couple votes, we can make it happen. No, I'm kidding.
Bella.
Let's just get Jay off.
Yeah, let's get Jay off. Who the fuck says that?
That came out of your mouth, not mine.
We can rewind it. You said it. I just piggybacked it. But
right.
he's a good co-host, assistant to the co-host,
Assistant.
Assistant to the regional
Assistant to
manager.
the host.
Oh, you guys watch The Office?
I fucking probably my
love The
top
Office.
3 shows ever.
My favorite show in the whole entire world.
I've actually like fought and got into arguments with my girl because she'll say dumb shit about The Office not being funny. She's like, it's not even funny. I'm just like, you're too fucking stupid to get it. That's why, idiot.
Honestly,
why I
anybody who
don't
says
like
that
you.
The
No, I'm
Office
kidding.
isn't funny, I'm like, you've just never worked with people who you like. You love them, but you can't fathom how fucking stupid they can be. You have to have that understanding of the world
Izzy,
to like
some
The
of your
Office.
coworkers listen to this. Chill.
No, I'm talking about like past working in a restaurant.
She's like, trust me, I work with retards right
Working
now.
in a restaurant, honestly, like you meet so many different people. And I worked with a lot of kids who I went to high school with when I was working in the restaurant. And it's just like, how are we in the same class, the same grade, the same age? And
you're retarded.
You're, bro, like you're coming in with not even three black eyes at this point. How do you even get three black eyes? But like,
Well, it's like,
You say
it's,
black
like,
guys?
it's like one black guy, but he's got a friend.
no,
Wait,
no,
wait,
but
did I
he had
miss
like
something in this
two,
conversation?
and his lip
You saying
was
black
busted.
eyes or black guys?
Black eyes.
Oh.
So like my 17-year-old coworker's coming in at this
what's
point.
wrong with you guys?
I know you just
You guys
show like
knew what I
Shauna
was
Marie walking
saying,
in like,
and
come
now-
on, boys. I'm
She's like, I work with, I'm surrounded by
No.
retards. They walk in with 3 black guys. Like, whoa, that's pretty racist.
holy shit.
No, you guys heard me. Don't you? But yeah, no. So like working
Brandon,
in a
can
restaurant.
you back us up
honestly-
on this? It sounded like that a little,
Sound
right?
like black guys.
Oh, come on, now it's 3 against 1.
clip.
Where's the kid?
No. Which kid? What kid do
Speaking
you
of,
want?
where is the kid that's yelling the ghost thing or whatever? Did you
No, I couldn't find it in my email. I
Oh,
think
it
it's
was
on
a-
my
it
laptop
was a
instead of my
fake- it was
phone
a fake
emails.
story.
I'm sorry.
likely story?
It was a fake story.
I know. Now it seems fake.
Bro.
You don't have to quote me on it though.
Bro, everything has been made up. She didn't even have a dad. No.
Shit ain't gonna happen.
No, that would be.
We don't have dads.
We're in the dead dad club.
DD.
Oh no, I'm in the abandoned mom club.
It's kind of even.
No, not really.
No?
No, I'd say dead dads cost more.
Nah, I
Or
mean,
count more.
Yeah, it depends. You know? Brandon, you close with your father?
yeah.
Jesus.
Opa!
Wepa. Oh shit, he's gone.
We all get along.
I saw this kid milk a hug from a girl one time when his dad died. This chick is hugging him and he's looking at me and she's like, "I'm so sorry." He goes, "He's gone." And like she's trying to fucking squirm more of a hug out of her. I was like, "Yo, this guy's sick."
Oh my god, the worst. So my youngest
Literally, you're laughing.
brother,
He's
who's
like-
like 19, same exact thing, except dropping us off at my aunt's house for vacation. My parents were going out when they were still together, and my oldest cousin. So you know Ryan Pitts, right?
I know that
From
he used
the
to work with
Alliance
us.
days?
I never really worked with him though.
So he had a girlfriend at the time when we were very young. My youngest brother was obsessed with her. So he did the same exact thing, crying like, "Oh, my parents are gone," and he's looking at us like, "Yeah, dig old biddies," you know?
He's like,
and he's like seven, and he's like looking at my cousins like, "Yeah,
That's
this is your girl, and
hilarious.
I got her."
That's hilarious. What a little G.
No, but no, he's gay. So
Oh, damn. I'm sorry
you
to
know
hear that.
Brandon?
I mean, I'm not sorry. I don't know what to say there. Congrats. I don't know.
congrats.
Oh my
Life
God,
works
sorry.
in funny ways.
Anytime somebody says somebody's gay, I just feel like the whole gay community, they all know each other. Right?
He's like, dude.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I know so and so. Don't they know each
You know
other?"
Caitlyn
I'm
Jenner?
like, I have a gay friend too. Do they fuck each other? Like,
No.
it's like the stupidest shit ever. Like,
That
no, they
was
must
terrible.
like suck each other off or something. But so, how do you feel about all these trans testicles and all that shit?
Trans testicles? What? What is that a phrase for?
I'll let him finish this one.
Yeah.
I'm not
finish your
bailing you out. I'm
sentence.
not bailing you out of this one, bub.
It was a joke just to mock, starting a conversation.
Mock, he was like, I was just mocking.
It's a joke to make fun of
No,
people.
I wasn't mocking the people. I was mocking the fact of like. Thanks, bro. All right, never mind.
Speaking of mocking people, let's pay the bills real quick. Which one you want? You want Candace? Because we're gonna read some ads.
Absolute. Bella, you want to read one?
I'd love to read an ad if you'd let me.
Oh, there you go. You're good with the speaking
Yeah.
and shit.
Just sit up straight. Open up. Big belly breath.
Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee.
Today I pledge. No, I'm kidding.
Today I pledge.
Go ahead, let it rip.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me read it in my head first, and then I'll be able to.
You want to read it in your... Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to read this. Looking for a barbershop that delivers exceptional haircuts with decades of combined experience? Look no further than Cambio's Cuts. Located at 190 Putnam Pike in Johnston, Rhode Island. Of course it's Rhode Island, 02919. And reachable at 401-580-6651. Cambio's Cuts provides all types of haircuts and beard services, from basic cuts to
Give us
complex
some energy,
designs.
guy.
What do you want me to act this out? Their experienced barbers take pride in and their attention to detail, making sure every client leaves feeling on point.
So fresh and so clean, clean.
They listen to their clients' needs, discuss any concerns, and make recommendations based on hair type and personal style. Cambios Cuts easy online booking system. Do they use Booksy or whatever?
Sure.
For sure. The Aki way, too.
OMG.
Let me get a fade, Cam, the Aki way.
Make scheduling quick and hassle-free. They have been exclusively serving clients for over 10 years, and their commitment to providing the highest level of service is what sets them apart. Whether you're a new client, or a regular, Cambios Cuts Barbershop will make sure your experience is nothing short of exceptional. That's fucking long too, man.
Yeah,
So if you're ready for a haircut that will leave you feeling confident and on top of the world, book your appointment with Cambios Cuts today.
Hey, he can read.
Whoop whoop.
Okay.
Now,
I'm such a good writer.
Hey there, Rhode Island drivers. It's the J2 podcast here to tell you about the best auto service in town, Division Street Auto Sales and Service. If you're tired of dealing with the hassle and uncertainty of finding a reliable mechanic, then you're going to love Division Auto Sales and Service. They're a local, family-owned business in Pawtucket with a reputation for honesty and trustworthiness that spans over a decade. No matter what type of vehicle you drive, we've got you covered. From cars to trucks to SUVs, their expert technicians have the knowledge and experience to tackle any job. And unlike some shops, that will try to upsell you, they put your needs first. They give you an honest estimate of what your vehicle. Woo. They'll give you an honest estimate of what your vehicle needs, and what can wait, so you can make an informed decision on your car's maintenance. What's more, Division Street stands behind their work. If you ever have any issue after repair, they'll make it right. No questions asked. That's the kind of peace of mind that you can only get from a shop that truly cares about their customers. Personally, I've been taking my vehicles to Division Street Auto Service for the past 10 years, and I wouldn't trust anyone else. Their friendly staff always makes me feel welcome, and they go above and beyond to make sure my car is running smoothly. So if you're ever in need of any auto service or a new ride, don't hesitate to give them a call at 401-2723 7080, or stop by at 595 Division Street in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. You won't regret it.
Hey, thank you.
Great job. We lost one. We lost one of the good ones.
See, when you buy cheap shit, man.
Good ones.
Fucking Crystal. All right, Brandon. You want another mimosa? Glasses are in the cabinet upstairs.
Can you direct me to them? Because I'm going to use the bathroom again.
Yeah, absolutely. Right above the sink.
Sink?
Yeah.
How many do you need?
Just one.
Just one?
Thank you. There should not be glass in here, but...
That's all you, bro.
Why? All right.
Well,
He's like, because you just said there might be glass in it.
you don't want to. Let me know. If he starts bleeding from his asshole.
Mm-hmm. Small one, though. Nah, no glass. Careful if you put ice in there.
Mice.
I tried to do it so gently, too, bro.
Very delicate glasses.
They really are. I mean, this was a stupid... I should have told you we're using wine glasses so you got crushed ice.
Right.
I'll take the blame.
Yeah.
Is that what you should take the blame? You broke the glass. Finding a way to blame you.
I guess we could use regular glasses. Like
I know, bro. I just felt like being a little bougie. You know, a little fancy-pantsy.
I like it.
Now Bella's upstairs fucking casing my house.
She's like going through your drawers.
Right. She's frogging. Was that what it's called? Frogging?
What does frogging mean? Like, is that squatting? Same
Yeah.
thing?
It's like ribbit. Isn't it with a PH? Damn, you don't listen, son.
Who's Tanya Israel?
You don't listen. I don't know. Said I was sent this in a message, whatever the fuck that means. Uh-oh, Brandon, I didn't see your text, bro.
I just sent that. It's a video of you popping bottles.
Oh, you recorded that? You're so sweet.
I was watching you do it and I still jumped.
I jumped and I did it. Like, it doesn't have any like give, and then it's like, here it is. It's just like
all or nothing.
yeah, it's like you have like 1% and 100%, and it always happens somewhere fucking either at 2% or 99%.
Oh, I need some more.
Careful with the glass. My man just started it on the side. Bro, the way you react when the word slit was said, I'm just like, I can't even look. It's like, no matter how old I get, bro.
That was in your head,
I'll
guy.
still, it is, bro. And no matter how old I get, I'm just like a little boy, bro, when it comes to sense of humor. I'll be in a room with grown men, and if somebody says the word like booby, I laugh.
Oh, so as a woman, there's like different kinds of guys. Like booby guys, cool, chill. Tits, that's a red flag.
I
For
feel like
girls,
there's,
for girls.
yeah.
As a woman, as guys, you guys might know a
What do you
different.
mean?
Like,
If a guy says tits,
if they refer to them like historically
there's a
across
time
the
and a
board
place.
as tits, like that's always like more redneck red flag.
Nice tits.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice
Sugar
tits.
Your dog over there's got-
give us a tour. I give him, like,
Mel
nothing.
Gibson.
So all right, tits is a no go.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean it's an across the board no go. It's just like okay, watch yourself. You
I
can't-
like
Yeah,
mommy
it's like,
milkers.
eh.
Mommy milkers is fun. Calcium
That's
cannons.
a funny one.
That's a good one. Melons. You know?
So what would you not
Tetas.
about you, but like what would you prefer?
Boobs. I feel like, but I'm also a Nicki
That's appropriate.
fan.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's like big boobs, Nicki.
Big boo.
Big, why
Minaj.
did you like big boo? Like she
Because
like,
that's what she
stressed out.
said.
Of course you do. If my fucking pouring skills aren't hard enough over here, bro. I got you though. Here you go, sir.
Shake it off.
Fantastic form.
So you're a boobs person or an ass person?
Yo, I feel like, first of all, let me just disclaimer here. I have a lovely girl who has a great set of both. But if I was, in a different situation, I could
I'm over here like, yeah.
be like, she's got a great rack, beautiful tits. No.
Nice
Beautiful
rack.
boobs, beautiful boobs. I could deal like actually, bro. I just love all boobs, even small ones. But you gotta have a butt. You know what I mean?
Female?
You need a booty. Yeah.
As a woman looking like at other people's bodies too, I feel like you're more proportional. Like everybody is beautiful. Every single person is
Well, that's
beautiful.
not
You have to preface it with that.
I don't.
You do look more proportional, even if you have like
Why is everybody
12-year-old boy
beautiful?
chest.
Right.
Because
Nice
everybody
hips to
is
butt ratio.
alive and breathing, and God or whoever you believe in to give you life for the day, or if it's just the universe, or if it's you yourself, you willed yourself to get up that morning and be alive, breathing, and doing what you're doing. So I feel like that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing, Jay. So don't dog on me.
No shit on my chest.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck? I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right?
I mean, not
Bella's
everything, but
fucking
think about
blonde.
it the same way. Like, I can refer to a nice ass burger or plate of pasta as beautiful, the same way that I can refer to a dog or a cat or a woman.
You're like, I wanna
Everything
eat
can
that.
be
What are you
beautiful.
doing to
Beautiful
your
is a
food?
spectrum. It's
What
a
are you
spectrum.
doing to your food?
No,
Explain that. What do you mean? Like it's a spectrum.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Right, but
some people.
okay,
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
so there are though like standards
You're
across
talking about
the board
attractiveness.
of beauty. Yeah, like beauty, attractiveness,
beauty.
whatever. Like, so you can say like everybody finds some people beautiful, some people not. But I feel like there is kind of like an agreed upon standard, and it usually falls within like face symmetry. Like to think somebody is attractive, like in their face.
Proportionality of the body and face. I feel like that's.
Well, is that your opinion of everybody, that everybody's beautiful, or are you saying that
I think
She's trying not to hurt anybody's
there's
feelings,
somebody for-
which I respect. That's beautiful
no,
to
it's
me.
not. Yeah, no, it's not. It's that somebody who I can think is
so ugly doesn't exist in your reality? I guess is that what you're saying?
Pull up
no
smoke,
ugly
motherfucker.
exists in my reality,
Hills
but
have
it's
eyes
my
or some
ugly.
shit.
I don't think that
Okay,
any two
now I
people have
understand what
the
you're saying.
same ugly or
You're
the
saying
same
in
beautiful.
general everybody's beautiful. It's
Because
not-
somebody
you-
else can find you beautiful, even if I find you ugly.
correct.
Our uglies
Okay.
and our beautifuls aren't the same.
Yes.
I think we
understand
all
what you're
find
saying.
this dude ugly.
I think he's hilarious though, so I find him beautiful. Anytime
like
that
that thing.
dude
He's
pops
like,
across my
you
For You
know,
page, I
just
fucking
hanging
laugh and I
around.
giggle, and and he makes me smile. So that's a beautiful thing in my opinion. He might be ugly as
10
shit for
ugliest.
my
You know what?
attractiveness level.
Wolf.
There's a 24. What the fuck is that?
Oh, you want to know
Holy
what I can say? The way
shit.
that they depicted Donatella Versace, ugly in my opinion. Donatella Versace, after she got all that work done, I will tell you that
I
is
think
what.
any facial work is fucking horrendous.
No,
No, it can be good.
I
Lip
think-
filler, some kind of like light Botox can be very nice.
Well,
Like,
when it comes to facial work, I think like
But
if
think
you're
about it,
happier
like, so-
what
with it,
about facial work?
In my opinion, when you look at people like this, there's something wrong with that man. He has some type of disability.
That is
like
definitely
you can't
not a
be
man.
No, but the guy they had
just
first.
a baby.
That's just a baby. Now I look all fucked up.
I don't know. I've never
John
seen
C.
anybody.
Riley. John C. Riley.
Great actor.
Great actor. Top 10 guys who I would marry. John
Wow.
C. Riley. Dana Carvey.
Well, I mean,
Mike Myers?
fame and success have a lot to do with that. Though.
Absolutely not. Funny. My thing is,
Bruh.
I need me a funny guy.
Bruh.
I need me a guy who's going to make me laugh because there
Bruh.
is nothing in the world that's going to make me
That's what
happier
I-
than laughing.
That's what I always say to my girl, like, because if you see her like she's hot, and I just make her laugh enough to forget what I look like.
So you could marry that guy if he was funny?
No, because in my opinion, that's unattractive. And also that lifestyle that leads you to make your face look like that, unattractive to me.
Right.
What's that dick nose thing?
That's a proboscis monkey.
Oh, look up Paulus cats. Those are the.
Is
These
there a
things
video
will
of one of
maul
them
you.
running?
So
I
these
wanna
things
see
are
what it
like
looks like doing
probably
jumping
on
jacks.
average 15 to 30 pounds. They will kill you.
What is
dead.
that?
This is unfortunate nicotine vape.
Oh, do you want to hit that?
I'd love to.
Oh, yeah.
You can have some of the weed too.
Oh, boy.
But this is so like going back to the conversation we were having earlier. This is one of the cutest, fuzziest,
He looks
furriest
angry.
cats in the
Yeah, that
wild.
looks
He
like
will
a
kill
mean
you. He's
bitch.
about 30 pounds at his biggest.
If that thing
He will
fucking-
end your life.
I would rip its fucking eyes off.
That thing
If you could get the
that
chance
thing would
to.
eat your lips, bro.
Look at him. He's fucking retarded.
Look at his cockeyed, bro.
What do you say? I'm looking
just
at
had
his
He
face.
will
What do you
slit
look
your
at?
throat cockeyed with one nail.
He just had a stroke. Yo, Adrian, look at that thing, bro.
That thing's ugly as fuck.
It's all right.
I think Paulus cats are so cute. Honestly, I think they're funny.
Hey, man. You're entitled to your own
Alan
wrong
Rickman. Why were
opinions.
we looking him up? What's going on with Alan
Well,
Rickman
see, now
lately?
that's a
Wait, hold
good-looking
on. We're
guy.
doing the update on Alan
Good-looking
Rickman,
guy?
the podcast special weekly update on Alan Rickman. Oh, he's dead still.
Oh, rip.
Just so we know.
Still.
Update done.
We're just chilling with our dads. Hey. Sorry, Brent. I don't know if you're as comfortable with that as we are.
We're like, I don't know if you're as comfortable with your dead dad as we
I
are.
tell my kids that.
What?
It's like, I tell my dad's dead.
Oh.
Well, if he actually is, that's a good thing. If he's not, and you tell him that he's dead, that's not good, guy.
Oh, he's really not?
No, he is. Of course.
What the fuck?
I'm joking about
What's
this shit,
going
bro.
on
Fuck.
here?
He's a dead man.
So, what celebrity would you find attractive? I guess in your perspective.
In my perspective,
What if they weren't funny and they were mean, but they were so hot you could just look past it?
I couldn't. I'm one of those people who I can't. It's not like for me to. Okay, so I'm a date person. I'm not a hookup person. So you really
thought you were
would
talking about
not
fruit.
get to just sleep with me. But like,
Where
if
the
you
fuck
were,
did that come from, Bella?
because he's like, oh, like
Just
hot,
making
like.
sure she's like
No,
everybody
he's
knows.
like hottest person you can think of.
Sorry,
then
Rami.
they're not funny. It wouldn't work that way. If you're hot, you just wouldn't like. It
Sorry,
doesn't
Ricardo.
matter. No, they'd have to be
That's
funny.
fucked,
So
yeah.
I could say the ugliest person that I would enter into a relationship with, who I think is so fucking funny.
Don't make me pass out. The ugliest person that I
No,
would
so my
enter.
favorite thing, I don't think I'm funny. So just so
The
you guys
ugliest
know,
person that I
I think
would
I'm the
enter.
most boring person in the whole entire world. The fact that I can make Tania laugh on a daily basis as much as I can make her laugh, like
Bro,
belly laughing,
I
crying.
was gonna say she has the most like fucking fun laugh too.
I love
She's
her
like-
so much.
Like I love her laugh, bro.
Oh my! I'm so proud of myself that I can make her laugh. But I'd say like basically Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and then who's that other guy from Super Bad? Those three
Oh,
guys,
yeah,
if they
yeah.
were as
McLovin?
funny as they were when I was in high school. Absolutely,
You'd be all over 'em?
I would be on their arm. Fat Jonah Hill.
Well,
He's
you-
funny enough
she's-
that
yo,
I would
she
be
tries
on
to be
their
so
arm,
provocative.
obsessed,
She'd be like,
picking them
"I'd
up
be
from
on their
school.
arm."
No,
Like, it
like
won't even be
literally,
bad.
that would be my
Once
boyfriend,
she's
my
like,
man.
I fucking mount him. She's like, oh, I'd hold his hand.
Yes, Fat Jonah Hill and
I'd
Super
accompany
Bad.
him.
He's so funny. Michael
Yo,
Cera, same thing.
have
That
you
guy,
seen,
Christopher Mincy. The
have you
Macaulay
seen-
Culkin brothers.
This is the end. Have you
Yeah.
seen that
The
movie?
Really
Culkin
like-
brothers. They're funny enough.
Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin and his brothers. So he has a younger brother who just recently got famous.
Macaulay Culkin, like fucking.
Macaulay Culkin's
surprisingly is
dating
still
Brenda
alive.
Song.
You know what I mean?
Is he
Like,
still alive? I thought he.
bro, the fact that he's
died
alive
from
and
drugs.
doing well is very impressive to me because he had a rough go.
Oh yeah, and then the Haim brothers, or not the Haim brothers, the Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman
What? Corey
sounds like
Feldman's
it
like-
rings a bell, but
Because he just came out with a song. He's like weird as fuck.
Oh, he's so weird now. So one of my
whoa,
favorite.
whoa.
No, but look him up in the
Bella,
80s.
Bella,
Look up
Bella,
the
Bella.
Corys in the
Bella.
80s.
What
The
what's going
Corys
on
in the
here?
80s.
You're not on his arm.
No,
Okay.
he's creepy now, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's like Michael Jackson's stunt double.
No, but these guys were like really, really messed up in the 80s, like actors. So have you guys ever seen The Lost Boys, 1980s?
Of course, that's a classic
my
movie.
favorite fucking movie in the whole entire world. Favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah, so I loved the Haim brothers.
Let's
I grew
watch it
up
right
on 80s movies, 90s movies. Oh, okay. My
old
dream
is your dad?
man. My dad is 46. My
How's that
dream
feel?
man
How old are you?
is Encino Man
44.
Brendan Fraser. Encino Man Brendan Fraser.
Encino
I want to marry
Man.
him. Encino Man. You guys
Brendan-
don't know
he was
Encino
also-
Man?
I don't think I do. I know Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he looks so bad.
He did not age well, but he aged like a normal American, unfortunately, and not.
Nah, no. That's not super normal. From Georgia the Jungle to fucking Whale of the Ocean, he had a tough go at it.
No. But yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Look at
Again,
that one.
He was so
Funny.
high in Georgia the
Yeah,
Jungle.
he's like a fucking.
No, but
good-looking
Encino
ass
Man
dude.
is like where I know him from, and like that's like a 19 Encino, like the state or city in California.
Yeah, everybody knows
ENCINO.
that city.
Have you guys never seen this movie with Pauly Shore?
Pauly Shore.
I love Pauly Shore. Where they
Country
thought
Boy?
out a caveman. He was trying to build
yeah.
I
the
remember
senior
this
prom
movie.
pool,
I never
and they
seen
thought
it.
out the caveman. I love this movie. The Jews.
So what else? Somebody has to be funny.
Just funny.
Yeah.
Just funny.
Just funny. You can be a
I
shit.
make enough money,
You can be
you know?
a shit parent, abusive. As long as you make her laugh, you're good.
Well, no, funny people don't coincide with being like really terrible, terrible people.
I don't
They
know,
might
like,
be
I'm-
forgetful people. They might be.
On a scale of
I'm
1
not
to
thinking-
funny, like I put myself at a 10. I'm pretty funny, but I'm an asshole.
Yeah, but you're an asshole. You're not a
Whoa,
malicious
whoa,
villain.
Whoa. You didn't even go to the
I'm
funny
malicious, manipulative,
Yeah, you're.
narcissistic.
Yeah, so that's.
Stop agreeing with all those things.
part. She's like, yeah, you
Wait,
are.
no,
That's
what
I
I'm
know
saying
about
is you're not any of those things. You might be an asshole,
Okay.
but like
I
being.
didn't. Listen, what have I ever done to make you believe that I'm an asshole?
Never, but you just said it. So I'm just to
Okay.
not play devil's advocate or anything
Fair,
at all
fair.
to try and like go off of anything that you've just said. To agree with you completely, yeah, you might be an asshole. Nice people can be assholes. I'm a bitch.
Whoa, what?
I'm the biggest bitch that you'll ever meet, but I'm also a very, very, very sweet person.
I've never seen that side of you yet. I don't want
No,
to.
some of the
got a bitch
voicemails. So
Some of the voicemails.
we need these numbers now. Period. Like I can get very mean as a person. I can get very malicious.
We need them now. Period. so
No.
big and bad. Like,
Those are
with an angry face after it. But like,
You're like, I will type in caps.
per my last email,
no,
I'm
but,
telling Tania.
I don't think you can be
I don't know. I
like
can't see you like bitchy.
Do you think if she really tried to come at you assertively, you could take it seriously or no?
I don't take
I
that.
don't
You don't,
think Jay could
you don't
at
want to be
this
too
point.
nice. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you need to get serious, you have to kind of like demand that. What's the word? Reception? Like if you receive it?
Respect.
Not respect.
Reciprocation.
Restitution?
reciprocation.
Pragmatism? Microcosm?
Microcosm.
Oh, I like champagne drunk, bro. It's different than like whiskey drunk.
It is a little bit.
Champagne, it doesn't make you feel kind of sexy. Like you drink champagne.
Not really. But
I want to listen to Whitney Houston.
think about it.
I was in your office the other day and you were playing Genie in a Bottle by Christina.
Yo,
I was like, wait, what?
you caught me in my
Is this his
element.
personal playlist or
It is.
What was this?
That's one of my karaoke
Genie in a
go-tos.
Bottle by Christina Aguilera?
Oh.
I'm like, hey Josh, this isn't working. He's like, oh yeah, come and sit down. It's like, I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Damn.
I was like, can we leave the door open?
what? Oh shit. Well, I thought Enrique was your go-to. Rami still going strong. Rami seen me sing karaoke. Andrew and I, the Giorgio.
You sing karaoke?
No.
The
Okay.
we,
You're saying Andrew.
Oh yeah, that was way back when we worked together. We took the department out for like a department karaoke night.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And Andrew was like, I'll sing Enrique Iglesias with you, Hero. And I fucking, bro, it was like, Tavern 12 in Warwick?
Yes.
So there was like a lot of space in between tables. And Andrew was like sitting at the stage singing. And I had another mic and I went to the other end of the bar. And I just ran at him and slid like on my knees.
Barry or DiGiorgio?
DiGiorgio. I just met Barry a couple. I got the video. Nah, you don't have no video, bro. And the pants didn't rip. Oh my God, bro. One time Shavoni and I were out in North Carolina for work shit. We plenty of times. But we're just like out at a bar and like, that song Pop, Lock and Drop It. So whatever. I'm just being stupid. And I fucking like go to drop it, bro, and feel my pants rip. I'm like, yo, I need to go back to the hotel right now. He's like, why? I'm like, can't tell you. Just need to go, dude.
Can't tell you. Classified.
Just in the middle of a
Most
club.
embarrassing moment you ever had? Go.
Most embarrassing moment ever, bro?
Yeah. Or name one. It doesn't have to be ever.
No, well, now I'm trying to think of like ever.
You got one off the tip of your tongue? Go. She doesn't want to say it.
I feel like she has it. Yeah, come on.
She absolutely does.
Maybe after another couple mimosas, we'll get it out of her.
I was
she's done.
just broken up with this guy, but not really. It was my decision to break up, so we were still kind of like, he was trying to no, because it makes more context to the situation why he was reaching out to me and why we were still kind of vaguely talking. It was kind of a like, not a hard split. It wasn't a hard relationship, so it wasn't a hard split. It was more like you fucked up and now we're talking less.
Who fucked up? You fucked up? Or
he fucked up.
What did he do?
So we had met on an online dating website, had gotten pretty serious to the point where it was like weekends every time that we were off together. Christian Mingle.
Blackpeoplemeet.com.
Exactly. Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks at least minimum. Every weekend together, like going out grocery shopping, meal prepping together, like not like, oh, we're hanging out for the weekend. Gets to a point where I'm like, oh, we're meal prepping, cleaning his house. Can I change the song on your phone? Yeah. I go to look.
Who is this guy?
And it was the most recent app. Like, literally, as soon as I had gotten up to pee from bed this morning, he had hopped straight back onto a dating app. Like, the most frequent one that he's ever been on, not only today, but ever in his history.
Right.
And I was like, wow, it's been a while of us, like...
You said, like, 5 weeks.
Yeah, at least it was, like, 3 months of on and off dating, and then, like, 4 weeks, I'll say safely.
Pretty exclusive.
3 weeks mainly, like, but yeah, exclusive, like, every weekend, any time that we had off together extensively, we would spend together. And so I'm sitting, like, I'm meal prepping your week's food worth for you. And I'm trying to change a song.
I'm your wife right now.
And, like, basically, I'm checking your laundry while you're, like, finishing that up. I'm folding, so.
You're out here just fucking DMing bitches while I'm cleaning your socks.
Yeah, like, and it was the disrespectful part of, like, we had slept together that night. And so it was like, I got up to pee, and you looked at your phone and went onto that app. So
maybe
like,
he was going on to delete it.
No, because it was still there, and it was
or
still, like,
maybe he was going on there to tout. Like, okay, you don't have to message me.
He was probably going on to be like, all right, stop hitting me up.
No, because you know, as a guy, if
now.
you didn't care about it, you wouldn't look at it.
No, I would be like, all of you girls leave me alone. I'm committed to Bella now. That's probably what he was doing.
No, it wasn't a situation like that, because I did ask at the end of the day, how often do you still use that? Oh, I use it pretty often still. So that was the situation. So I was able to go no contact for a very long time. Like, just answer, oh, how you doing? Good. Blah, 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 good. So one of my favorite TikTokers recently had a sex tape scandal. And I was trying to find the sex tape, and somebody told me it was on Pornhub. So I'm, like, trying to look up to find, because it's one of my favorite TikTokers, and I'm just curious, so I wanted to see. But, so I was kind of drunk when I was doing this, and I accidentally had gone, like, 3 days without messaging this guy back. Again, I'm trying to, like, make him try and win me back, even though he had already pissed me off. I accidentally clicked on a link in my Safari that he had sent me, thinking I was Googling Pornhub to find this celebrity sex tape.
You wanted to click that link.
Nope. I accidentally instead replied to his link with just the word Pornhub. with just the word Pornhub. And he goes, what?
He's like, all right.
He's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Like, that's literally so random. And I deleted the message.
What the fuck?
That's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me most recently.
You thought you were on Google and you're just like,
and I was
Pornhub.
replying to, I was in my Safari replying to a link he had sent me. And then when I hit what I thought was search, it was sent.
That's hilarious.
That's great. So
Yeah.
what was?
It was embarrassing on
So where'd it
multiple
go? Like,
levels.
what happened? Was he like, what the fuck? I'm sure he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what did he say to
basically.
that?
And I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I was just too. I was too embarrassed.
That's a weird one to try to fight your way out of. Block.
It was so hard. I had no idea what to do, so I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I deleted the message out of my messages, and I screenshot it and sent it to him. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like it wasn't me. I don't know.
I have no
Must have been one of your hoes from that dating app. That's
So
pretty
did you guys
funny.
end up getting back together eventually?
No, absolutely not. I'm somebody.
No?
I'm a little bit too prideful, so that way, if something,
You seem like you have strong principles.
yeah, if you don't have to like love me in the beginning, I get it. It takes a while to like be committed to somebody, but you shouldn't say it unless
Just
you
keep it
actually
honest.
mean it.
Just keep it honest, you know what I mean?
That's my whole thing. Honesty is the best policy.
Well, they say that like I think 60% of men cheat on their wives or girlfriends, and then like 40% of women cheat on their husbands or whatever. You ever cheat on somebody?
No, thankfully, nope.
Yeah, what a just straight to the point question to ask somebody.
Yeah, because she's a female, and I don't know how she. You know.
I feel like most people
Yeah.
would just lie right there anyway.
I did
I don't
know
think that you're
because I
lying,
do
but-
remember. I
But I think most
remember.
people would
He
lie.
just called you a liar.
I didn't
Being
call
a
you a
little
liar.
girl,
Let me be
I-
clear, I'm not calling you a liar.
He was like, I think most people would lie right there in that instance, sitting in that chair.
No.
I don't think you're lying, but I think most people would lie right in that on that
Oh, for
spot.
sure.
Knowing that you're being recorded, that you're streaming live.
Or it wouldn't be a lying situation to be like, oh, well, she thinks I did, or he thinks I did, but I didn't. No.
She thinks I did because I did, but still, she's stupid.
So I remember being probably like my first boyfriend ever, like middle school age. And then, yeah,
doesn't
like
count.
one of those middle school
That shit doesn't
relationships.
count.
It doesn't count, but I remember like why I realized I would never be able to be somebody who would cheat on someone. Being that age, having my first like boyfriend who I hung out with at recess and would hold hands with, and like, oh, like
Yeah,
you want to
recess in
hang
middle
out
school?
at the breakfast.
Fucking recess. Holy shit.
Taking it
Well,
way
no,
back.
we'd have like outdoor lunch where we could go in like
Yeah,
this
just
courtyard
chill.
area and hang out.
That's dope.
So we would still call it
didn't
recess
have
at that
that.
point because we're stupid. But so I had this one boyfriend. He was really sweet to me. Again, I'm like 11, and then this other
on.
You have
kid.
boyfriends at 11? What the fuck
You
is
got
going on
the
here?
handhold
How old's
during
your,
the school
how old's your
year.
daughter?
My daughter's 13. I'll punch a kid in
Oof.
his face.
My son's 13. I think he's already smashing.
Ooh.
My son.
Yeah, he's
I
already,
don't know
he's
who,
already
but-
smashing girls. Maybe.
No,
I mean,
that's
he's already
no,
beating
because
off.
that's bad for both of them at that point. You got to be like 15 plus to start smashing.
You had boyfriends at 11?
No, but not like boyfriends. It's
No,
like,
they
oh,
would
like
just,
that's my
you know,
boyfriend.
like,
Like,
oh,
we
hold
hold
hands.
hands and like we sit next
Like
to each
not-
other at lunch.
Finger each other under the bleachers.
No,
Whatever, bro.
It was like the extent of it at that age was like,
I'm just, James
oh,
getting
like,
so mad. He's like,
will you meet me in the bus line so that way we can hug after school? Like that kind of
Meet
situation.
me behind the bus to do
How old were
lines.
you when you had your first like real boyfriend? Like
My first serious boyfriend, I was probably 17 years old. Sophomore, junior year of high school. I think
and
the
what
summer in
differentiated
between.
that from, let's say, any of your other?
Going on dates, caring about the person actually rather than caring about just someone caring about me.
Gotcha.
Like being
17.
really like interested in somebody's life, wanting to be a partner with somebody. Because like when you're a little kid, it's just like, oh, he's cute, I'm cute, let's hold hands. Let's hug. Like maybe one day we'll kiss. Like that's when you're a little girl and you're thinking about relationships.
Right.
But so to explain the story, I know I could never cheat on a person because I had that little boyfriend in middle school, hold hands, that kind of stuff. This other kid was being sweet on me, bought me chocolates at lunch, and then I accepted the chocolates, but I could not stop. Like
so you
this
have
in
cheated
my
on
heart.
someone.
Yes, I did cheat on my middle school boyfriend. I
Damn.
accepted chocolates from another
Breaking,
guy.
yo, that's the title of this
I accepted
podcast.
chocolates
You were right.
from another
She was
guy.
lying at
I
that point.
told you, bro. Most
I
people would
accepted
lie.
chocolates from another guy in middle school. I did cheat,
All right,
but
oh,
my heart broke
great
so
question,
much, and
though.
I
What,
felt so
define
bad that I
cheating?
was like, I
Yeah.
could never like after being in
Is
a
that
real.
cheating?
I think so.
Okay, so if I was a grown woman and I was seeing a man legitimately, and then another man was like, "Oh, let me buy you, like, let me take you out, pick out a Cartier bracelet, like, let's go to the mall," and I said, "Yeah," that's a little bit of cheating. Even if you don't hold his hand, you don't kiss him, you don't do nothing, but you let another man take you out, show you off as if he was yours, and buy you that very expensive thing, I'd say, yeah, that's a little bit like you want someone else's attention.
I like how your brain works.
It's not like it's malicious more than it is like, because cheating sometimes can just be drunk lust, something like a mistake, but that is more malicious than anything else.
It's like conscious decision making, but I don't agree with that either. Like that drunk lust mistake shit. Like
that's it.
Because if you even put yourself in that situation,
neither of them are like a good mistake, but they're both mistakes. One of them's a little bit more carelessness than thoughtlessness.
I don't think it's carelessness because you're making conscious decisions that are going to put you in that position.
Yeah.
And you know that you're making them when you're making them. You know what I mean? So just like using the excuse of, oh, I got so drunk is never an excuse.
Well, how many times have you used being drunk an excuse for anything else?
To me, it's never an excuse, you know?
Well, put it this way. So you get pulled over by a police officer. You hit the lines. He's obviously going to figure out if you've been drinking or not.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why you're probably hitting the lines, because you're drunk.
Right. But I got drunk knowing that was going to be a consequence. You know what I mean? Like I was conscious when I started drinking, realizing, hey, eventually I'm going to be drunk and I'll be swerving.
Well,
so like the fact that I'm drunk is not an excuse. You know what I mean? Because I was sober when I made the decisions to get to that point.
I don't think it's an excuse that I would ever accept from a significant other, like if they messed up or fucked up somehow. But I definitely understand it. I definitely, like, you do stupid shit when you're drunk. That's what drinking. That's why drinking's fun.
But I have not been like, I've not cheated. But yes, and it was only one time that I've been cheated on, and that was the excuse. It was, oh, I've had so much going on in life, and I've just been drinking so much, like I couldn't really even differentiate.
Well, so there's different levels of cheating, right? What did you when you were cheated on or whatever?
When I quote unquote cheated, it was a 11-year-old to an 11-year-old who accepted chocolates from another person. When the only relationship really was seeing each other at school, saying hi, holding hands, hugging at the bus stop.
Right.
When I was cheated on, it was staying at this person's house every single night, packing their lunches, getting up at 5 a.m. so that way they didn't have to, making sure that their clothes were ready. They worked a construction job, so it was very early hours. Packed lunch with notes in it.
You hear this, Chad? You fucked up.
Washing laundry at the end of the night. Being there as soon as they got home from work, texting throughout the day. I honestly, in that relationship, had no idea because we spent so much time together. I was like, there's no way this dude's cheating. There's no way that this kid could be cheating on me because we spent so much time together. Come to find out, I'm just such a heavy sleeper. He would just leave every night.
Well, here's the reality, too. So,
so it was like living together, basically, like, taking care of him.
I'm just passed out snoring. He's just out. Banging, bro.
Fucking his ex.
Here, I think.
Oh, his ex?
Yeah.
That doesn't count then. I'm kidding.
You hearing this?
I'm kidding. Obviously, it counts.
You know, people naturally, they're social people. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, people are gonna flirt. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have a problem with that. But I think that's just natural human interaction.
It's not. No, you don't need to flirt. You can be nice. Because
you don't have to. But I think it's just a natural thing. I think, put it this way: you as a female, you're in a relationship. There's going to be guys that you find attractive. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go blow them. I'm just saying it's all right to just be human. Like, you know, to say, hey, look, I find that guy attractive. I'm not going to go cheat on my significant other because I find that guy attractive, but it's okay to say, hey, look, I find this girl, she's pretty, and I'm in a relationship. She is attractive. That doesn't mean I'm going to run off and, you know.
That's a poker table conversation or a, to be crass, Tupperware party conversation, because there's not really a lot of stuff that us women do currently that I feel like we could refer to that as. But you don't need
what
to.
Do you mean?
Like you when you're with your boys, when you're with your girls, you can talk about like other people that you find attractive. It's a part of human biology, sociology, psychology to just always find people attractive.
But I think you're breaking a boundary when you act a certain way with that person.
Well, I'm saying openly saying it, right? If you're a girl, well, not your girl.
Hold on. You openly saying that somebody's attractive is not the same as flirting with them and getting, you know, going past that point where you're acting inappropriate.
Well, that's the whole topic of the conversation. Where is that point for me? If
to
my
me, it's
girlfriend
wherever
flirted with somebody,
it's considered disrespectful. That's where I would draw the line. If I'm ever in
Right.
a situation and somebody like, if I feel disrespected because of the way that she's acting out, you know, and there's another man around and she's acting like that with him, to me it doesn't matter. At that point, just blow the dude because I'm gonna take it the same way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
There's
and
a
I agree
line
with
that
you
you
there.
crossed, a respect
course.
line where it's over now. You know what I mean? It's a wrap.
Right. Absolutely. Because it's all the
Because
same
that's
thing
just
in a
step
guy's
one.
eyes.
That's just step one. Yeah, you know.
I'd say
But-
to a girl, it's the same thing.
And
To a woman, it's the same thing. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. I'd say a big thing that I've seen on a lot of like my social media lately is like the boys girl. Like, oh yeah, like I don't care that my guy looks at other girls' asses because like I be looking at other girls' asses too. Like we be looking at girls' asses like, oh my God, isn't her ass fat? You're degrading yourself to allow your boyfriend to look at other women and you feel comfortable with it. It's like that kind of level.
And I think
almost
about
like
all
you're
this-
kind of
it's harder
you're
for
selling
gir-
yourself short because you're not capable of.
It's not. You could be like,
Get it,
oh, we have
yeah.
the same body type, but it's like, there's
Well,
no
let me ask you
reason to
this.
comment.
Is
like,
there room for somebody to express themselves?
Oh, 100%.
right? So
100%.
Can that be innocent in the sense of and this is how I look at it. Like I agree with what you're saying 150%. And I've always been that kind of like protective, I guess, character.
I don't even know if it's a protective thing, bro.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm trying to find the right word.
It's more of like a respect,
respect
thing.
thing,
That's all
right.
it is. You know what I mean?
So think
but
about
it's
it.
how we view respect, right? So if somebody's, it's not, again, to me, this is my opinion. I think it's natural for somebody to obviously find other people attractive. That's number one. But even that's hard for some people to swallow. Being in a relationship, they don't want to hear their mate say, "Hey, look, I find that person attractive," or you know,
just
whatever.
because there's so. I think something that like I learn a lot. Just because something is true doesn't mean it has to be said.
Sure,
You know?
absolutely.
So just because you find another chick attractive doesn't mean you have to go tell your girl like, oh, I find her attractive.
What's wrong with having that kind of level of understanding?
What
amongst
is
each
the
other?
intent? Why are you telling her? What do you gain from telling
It's
her?
the same exact thing.
What does
saying,
she
hey,
gain from telling her? You telling her?
It's the same exact thing as saying, "Hey, look, this food tastes good." Or
No, it's not.
No.
Absolutely.
No, it's not. Because that's never.
150%.
There's no chance of you saying this food tastes good hurting her feelings.
How do you know that?
I mean, then she's weird. Like if the fact that you
Well,
like
that's what I'm
spaghetti
saying. You're-
hurts her
the
feelings.
issue
like,
would be
you-
the
you're
issue
saying-
would be is that it was
Yeah.
another person who she could be jealous of to some degree cooking
But
the
is
food.
jealousy your problem or that person's?
It depends
To
on
a
whether or
certain
not you
degree.
care about the girl.
It depends on why the
Well, not
jealousy
really.
is
No,
occurring.
of
though.
course it matters.
So,
Feelings
so this
matter.
is a good
You-
example.
of course.
So
You can't
say,
discount that feelings exist.
No,
you know what I mean?
I agree with you.
So like if you're doing something and the only outcome is that it's gonna hurt somebody's like she's never gonna be happy to hear that from you. It's either like it's not gonna matter or it's gonna hurt her feelings. So like there's no win in ever telling your girl that
Right,
you
but
think
you
another
cannot
girl's
go
attractive.
through your whole life based on just how people feel about your
think you
perceptions
can
and
when it's your-
interactions in life, right?
When it's your significant other about another person,
What I'm saying is,
I
like,
think you can.
think about this. If you like a certain food, but your significant other does not, right? And you're saying that you like something or not liking something just to protect your significant other's feelings or perceptions about it, that is deceitful. So if you're actually attracted to somebody, but that's how you actually, obviously we're not talking about a trust thing where you're going to go act upon it, but I'm saying you should be in a relationship where it can be open enough to say, hey, look, I do
the
find
safe
that.
way to do that is you
Person
find the
attractive.
celebrity. You find the celebrity that looks most like that person. So that's what my
see,
kind of
isn't
like.
that
Damn,
just
this is deceitful
No,
now.
Isn't
It's
that
just-
games? That's
It's
She's
not
like,
games,
oh
but
man,
the
you know,
thing is, are
Jason
you
Momoa
saying
is
that-
hot as fuck. He looks just like
But
your
it's
brother.
Are you just trying to like? I guess I'm going back to what Josh is saying. Like,
There's just
why
no
do you
point.
even
There's
need
no
to let
point.
them know? And
If
if you
she
really
asks,
need to
say
let
it.
them know, like
It's-
what like a certain attractiveness is,
You don't
could
have to let
refer
somebody know, right? I'm saying,
Yeah.
what if your girl asks you? What if
Then you say it. Of course you say it.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that's
find
what
this
I'm
girl
saying. So what's
attractive?
the difference?
I'd be like, of course, babe. Look at her. She's fucking hot as fuck, but she's not
Yes.
you. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
right?
But there's a big difference on them
Most
asking or
people-
you just being like, hey, sweetie, how was your day? Gas station attendant's hot, bro. Like,
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, like,
What I'm saying is that most people have a problem with their significant other even saying or admitting that somebody else is attractive, and I think
yeah,
that
but
that's the overkill.
that's an
I
internal
don't-
thing, though.
Yeah,
that's
that would
that's
be
just an
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
getting insecure about like
because
other.
then you're lying to yourself. It's
would
like,
you be
yo,
okay if your boyfriend was like, yeah, if you asked him, hey, look, do you think that chick's over there is hot, and he goes, yeah, I do think she's hot. Would that bother you?
I wouldn't ask honestly.
Because it would bother you.
I just wouldn't want to know. I feel like I would know
Well,
anybody
because
who looks like me vaguely.
90% of
I
people,
honestly don't care.
you're
I don't
gonna
really
know
ask a lot
anyway.
of questions.
You're gonna know
No
anyway.
fuck.
Like,
This is just like
how
for sake
stupid
of
do I look?
conversation.
How stupid would I look? Like expecting my girl to not think fucking Ryan Reynolds is hot.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? For me to be like, she doesn't find him attractive
Now,
would
if
be
she-
retarded, bro.
If she
Like,
says no, I don't find him attractive because she's trying to protect your feelings, right?
I'd be like,
That's
you fucking
deceitful.
lying. Yeah. Nobody's saying that that's what you should do.
Right? No, I'm not looking for advice. We're just talking about it.
I'm just giving you some life advice, man. That's all.
It's just
an
topic
advice.
of conversation.
Let me just give you some advice. I don't like your idea at all, though, about finding a celebrity and then saying they look like.
No, because I'm
not my
thinking of
girl.
like the scenario where you desperately need to let them know, but you like
Why would
don't.
you
Well,
Because
desperately
that's
need
what
to-
desperately need to
that's
let
why
somebody
he, that's
know
what he
you're
was going
inside.
for. I was like,
He
why
was,
does
though. He
Jay
was just-
desperately need to let them know like who he's attracted
He's
to?
like, what if you're allergic to broccoli? You wouldn't tell her. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. I'm trying to like work
That's
with
not
his
the
brain,
same.
and I'm like, okay, well, if you needed to do it that way, you could do it this
So
way.
I think
and it would-
Jay does a lot of. Well, you do a lot, right? Is you'll get these comparisons, and I feel like sometimes it works, and I can see a comparison. Sometimes it doesn't, but I think he just throws them all at the wall and sees what sticks.
Well, to be quite straightforward and honest, it's just I think if you're in love with somebody or if you're with somebody, then you just love them. You love them where they're at, right? Now, obviously, if it's bad shit, then you would say something. But imagine being in a relationship where somebody is walking on eggshells so much that you don't even know who this fucking person is, and that's what's the problem with a lot of relationships. You realize down the line, like, oh shit, this is not the person that I thought was, when I first met them, and now all this the real shit's coming out. They are, attracted to this, and they do this, and X, Y, Z, and that's when things fall apart.
Sure.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Don't forget the bev.
Never. Nah, I mean that's a good point. I think it's a little
Extreme.
further than what we were just talking about, but yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, my parents.
I always believe in honesty and just kind of like transparency and just be you.
But like,
So you
would you
guys have
just look
kids,
at your
right?
girl and be like, "Hey, like your sister's hotter than you"? Like, what if you really believe that? Is it appropriate to just say it?
No,
This is
That's what I'm
Product
saying.
thing,
It's
like-
like
if she asked me, I would tell her the truth.
yeah. Well, she's
she
probably
asked
not
me, I
gonna
would
ask.
tell her the truth.
Usually, she would know, so she wouldn't ask. Like,
If she asked me, I would tell her the truth, but I would not volunteer.
don't even tell the truth. Just
So-
plead the fifth in
Excuse me.
that situation.
No, I would be dead
Be
honest.
like, what did you say? You hungry? Let's go eat.
That brought up something visceral in me. Me and my sister are literally twins. We're not twins. We're a year and a half apart.
So
We're
literally twins, but
we're
not twins.
Irish twins.
Okay.
Irish twins. So as
You're
close as
Irish?
you can. Yeah. No,
I
I'm
like
not.
you for some
I'm
reason.
not Irish at all, though.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But yeah,
Oh.
Irish twins.
Bella.
No,
Italian.
that was something that we had to struggle with a lot throughout at least middle school to high school
Bella,
to early
I'm Irish.
college.
What? Just looking alike?
Yeah, looking alike and having dudes who like we would date hit the other one up, and then dudes who liked
You ever
us
find out you were,
hit the
like,
other one up.
competing
We
with your sister?
literally got propositioned on our school bus. This is disgusting. This is you guys can laugh. You guys can very validly laugh.
You fucking love it. You're about to tell a story.
No, it's it. By this point, I've gotten through the
She's
trauma
like,
of
this
it.
is disgusting. I
We-
hated it. Listen.
They used to
Listen to
try
this.
to pay us to kiss each other and
How
make
much?
out with each other. Like,
Hold
we'll
on,
give
hold
you
on. All right.
$25.
Forget-
This was again high
Listen,
school kids.
You're right.
High school
Disgusting.
Kids.
Forget that.
But-
they would offer 25.
25.
What's
we
the
would
number
have,
that you would take to do it?
Me
Hey,
and my
thanks for
sister.
listening.
Me and my little
it's
sister.
been
I'm just curious what the number is. I'm just curious what the number is.
Never. I could never. I love that girl so much. We could never
There's
go through
always
that
a number.
stress. No.
But how much do you
Hold
love
on.
her?
So let's think
A
of what
mill,
you're saying.
a cool mill, a cool mill.
A
Me
cool
and
mill?
a cool mill
Chill.
for us to split.
So
Okay.
700K you're not doing.
No.
Stop.
Think about that.
it.
That's
Me and my sister could
$350,000.
both make that though.
make
we
seven-
could-
Yeah, but not in 10
$750,000?
seconds.
not in 10 seconds, but no, I would
Damn,
never.
OnlyFans
like, me and my,
pays.
It's, I don't know. I guess there's a certain like level of like.
So you said so a mill is the number.
Yeah, a cool mill for us to split. I feel like
You
me and
got
my
you
sister
got half a
would,
mil on you?
would kiss
Chill.
each other.
Can we
get
whatever.
for
But
listening,
yeah,
guys?
no,
Can we
it's
get our
like,
sister on the line? Let's call her in.
But so yeah, my
kidding.
sister and I look very much alike. So
You ever kiss a woman?
have I ever kissed a woman? Yes, actually. I
I was
think
talking to Josh.
No.
No, you have? Seriously?
yes. Yeah.
Jay, fill her up.
No. Yeah, but no. So my sister, unfortunately, and I like that's
What do you
something we
mean?
had to deal with,
Oh.
like
That
as
doesn't
kids.
sound like an issue,
oh,
though.
like you.
She's like,
I think
but
the
it's
guy- I
like-
think the
but
guys that were hitting up the
but
other
there
one were
there
lying,
was
by the
one
way.
like one significant other that my sister had chose where I'd actually dated the kid, and a couple years had passed in between he dating me and me dating him dating
So you
her.
guys dated the same dude?
Yeah, me in middle
Whoa.
school, her in high school, or like late high school.
You were
and
cool with that?
I was not, and I told her, I was like, I tried to explain it, and I tried to be like, that's weird, and
that's
she.
fighting shit. Like
It
I would-
wasn't
when
fighting
you
shit for
leave
me
here,
or anything like
go
that.
punch your sister in the face.
No, I would never. But it was more like Madison, like that's
kidding.
weird.
What would your number be to punch her in the face? I know it's a meal to kiss her. How
Oh,
much
my
to punch
sister?
her?
I'd punch my sister in the face for $100.
Is she younger than you?
Let's call her.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I love
you
my
big-
sister, but she
you
would
big
punch
bully?
me in the face for $100. Oh, for sure. My sister would punch me in the face for a good dinner. No, like we're brothers at this point. Again, we were both all of us raised
Why
by a
did
single
you
dad.
say that? Like, just say sisters.
There's a different dynamic being girls raised by a single dad, more particularly my single dad. We're dudes. Me and my sister are dudes in ladies' bodies with ladies' brains who operate like dudes but have the mental capacity and understanding of a lady. If that
You
makes
shouldn't
any
have made
sense.
that trans joke earlier, bro. That was stupid.
No, it's not trans to any degree at all. It's just like
What are you talking about? I didn't make
operate
any
like
trans
a dude.
jokes.
You said trans nuts or trans,
Trans
balls or something?
testicles. And I was like, what does that even mean?
I was talking about Transformers, Decepticons, and I happened to use the wrong word.
I hate those movies. I Shia LaBeouf.
He made them, though. Shia LaBeouf is a G.
Shia LaBeouf, he's a G, but like I hope that
Yo,
boy
did you
gets
see
some
him
help.
freestyle?
No, he's good now. He's chilling.
But is he?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I saw
He's
him on
fucked up.
I saw him on what's that dude's podcast, The Punisher. He's gotten all kinds of help. He seems all right
Really?
now. Yeah, he seems all right now.
Shia is one of those ones that I don't want to let him go to the wayside.
Nah, yo, the kid is so fucking talented, man.
We need to
I've
help
never seen a movie that
Fuck
he's in.
Shia LaBeouf.
Where'd Kel go? Because we know where Keenan's at. Where'd Kel go, first of all? Because that's another.
Kel, he's a rapper now.
No,
You didn't
Kel
know
is
that?
not a rapper now.
Yeah, Waka Flocka.
He is. Kel is not Waka
Can you
Flocka,
pull up
first
Waka
of all.
Flocka, bro? That's Kel.
Waka Flocka Flame, Lil Wayne, Hit Boy Diddy Bitch, no. Oh my God, that is Kel!
Yeah, he's a rapper now.
Wait, hold on. Waka Flocka
No
doesn't
way
rap
that
anymore.
Kel is Waka Flocka. Because
Nah, it just looks like him. It's not really him.
She's like,
they
that
look
is it.
exactly alike.
That's
Pull
why-
him up. Pull
that's
him
why
up
I
from
said
Good
it, bro.
Burger.
Yo, they're filming Good Burger 2 right in North Providence.
Okay, so if you don't see how this dude aged and you don't know what he looks like right now, and then someone showed you that guy,
Oh, facts. That's him.
yes, yes, that makes sense.
They're filming Good Burger 2 in North Providence.
They've been filming a lot of stuff up here lately.
My
I
kids
heard that
wanna be an
last year,
extra.
when they were doing, what was it?
They did Hocus Pocus up here.
They had the Black Flame, which was the costume department, in the same building as Smart Green, in that 33 Broad Street. They were on the on the floor that we're
there are
on
always
now.
some goofers walking in and out of that building and the all artsy and shit, wearing their masks. Freaks me out.
Yeah, no, I was a big Hocus Pocus fan. I'm a huge horror movie fan.
What's-
Sinister was a really good movie. Did you
What's
guys
the
watch
scariest
Black
movie
Phone?
that you ever seen?
Scariest movie I've ever seen.
Black Phone
was
let me
fucking
down. That's
good.
with the kid in the room, right?
No, Black Phone did not let you down
that the
because
kid
you
with
know
the phone
walking
he's
out of
answering?
that fucking house, he's
That let me
sitting there
down.
surrounded by cops after what he just dealt with, and then
know.
his dad comes to hug him, and then he immediately realizes, oh shit, I'm going back to the same exact situation I just left from.
Yep.
One of 10 kids who survived this,
Yeah.
and I'm going back to a house where I'm gonna get my pants fucking drawn down to the ground and my ass whooped every day.
Yep.
That was the worst part about that movie, and what made it so real and such a good movie was he fought so hard, and then that cold realization at the end, watching him in that ambulance,
Yeah.
like,
I don't know.
shit, my dad's crying
You'd
at
be a
my
great
feet, like,
narrator.
bro, what? Oh, I'm
Just to beat me some more.
just to fucking beat me some more, and if not, the worst thing is being one of 7 siblings. There's a pain that you feel when your sibling is unjustifiably beat. When your sibling who did nothing wrong, or your parent is just angry and they need someone to take it out on, that hurts so fucking
Yeah.
bad.
I have 3 little brothers.
That, and you've got to know that, especially being
Well, I don't
boys.
know. I was the one beating them. So maybe one of my other little brothers was upset.
Yeah, no, there's being beat
Well, we
by-
had a single mom. She wasn't beating anybody.
Oh, to see
She be
again
trying
with
to
the
fucking
dad
beat
thing.
me. I'd be like
we
laughing at her,
were
like, Ma.
backhanded.
And one
such a
time she
my
different
tried
dynamic.
one time like she tried to punish me and take my TV and she couldn't lift it. I had to help her take it out of my room.
Like helping you punish you.
She's like, I'm taking your TV. I'm like, all right, go for it.
You could try at least.
It was like old school, you know, a big TV with the VCR built underneath it, bro.
Right. That heavy ass fucking thing.
Hell yeah, bro. Nah, my mom's a G though. So there weren't a lot of whoopings, a lot of crying of, you know, her being disappointed in us, but not a lot of whoopings.
I feel bad for single mothers, man. I really do. That's tough. It's hard work.
What
Yeah.
about single dad?
Single dads too.
Yeah, but it's different though. Like men expect burdens. You know what I mean? I feel like we just expect to
No, but
take care and provide.
hold on. So the
A
situation
single
my
mom
dad was
is
in
like
was
blindsided. You know what I mean? Like
two
now you have to
little
provide.
girls, single father at 21 years old with
see,
two
that's
little
tough.
girls,
No, but
two baby girls.
your dad is just naturally a provider, so he's gonna
But
provide
he's
and
a
keep
provider,
you guys safe
but
anyway.
with the little girl aspect,
Yeah, I mean,
how
he just
does
had to
he-
do a little more nurturing than he might have been, you know,
There's a little
designed
more
to.
than that guy.
No, I mean, not really. What else is it, bro?
I had my
Wow.
first period.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
like more
hid it.
nurturing than you really thought you were going to have to do. Some awkward conversations. But let me tell you, as a boy dad, it's not any less awkward. You know,
Oh,
I
hell
end up-
no,
Like being
no,
a mother
it's
is
still
really
not
gotta
easy. You just
tell
gotta be
my
a little
son.
nurturing.
You just
no,
gotta-
like more nurturing than you're used to. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
But it's like being a single mom, bro. It's everything that you need to do to boys that you weren't is not in your DNA. But then there's the financial burden of it too. Like you expect to, you know, you should expect to have a man be providing you that security. Now you don't. You know, so now you have to do both. Where I feel like your dad had to just take one extra role, which was being the mother. Like he was already going to be the provider and, you know, making sure everybody was safe. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just wrapped up being a mother and like just being a little more nurturing.
No, not at all, bro.
I think it's probably
No.
equally hard because
It's-
obviously you need both. Well, you know, that's just my view.
I think it's
but
harder to be a single mother than a single father. I don't know.
I think it's harder
it's
to be
both,
yeah, I feel like it's both
I could
equally as
never
hard. It's hard in different ways for
replace
each.
Ginger in Lily's life. Like she's a female. There's a different bond there. There's like a whole different.
Well, I mean, you could. It wouldn't be optimal, but it happens all the time.
It's
Well,
hard
it really
in
does-
different
She was
ways.
raised by a single dad.
What I'm saying is that like me being a male, I'll never know what it's like to be a mother, and and obviously a single mother would never know what it's like to be.
I wonder if we can pull up statistics on like success rates of kids from single mother households compared to single father households.
Oh, single mother households are gonna ultimately win.
Be at a disadvantage, I think.
No, win. I think they're gonna. I think exactly what you're saying with the loving and nurturing nature that is just predisposition to women, which I completely and totally agree with. That would help them in their success rate. They might not have as
Well,
much
here's the question.
financial backing. They might not have as much opportunity, but they do have that love, strength, and support behind them for them to pursue things.
I think
and
that
feel like
sounds
they
good
can.
on paper, but in the reality, I think the structure and
On the
discipline you get
mass
from a
grand
father's
scale of
side
things,
is better for
statistics
life.
are going to be largely skewed towards children with single mothers being more successful because you have more single mothers than you have more single fathers.
Well, that's
how
just-
many people have you
if you
ever
take
met in
an
your whole
average,
entire
though, you know
life
what I
who
mean?
say that
That's a good
I was
point.
raised by my dad?
I wouldn't
don't know my
look at the
mom.
number like a quantity. I'd look at it like what's the average, you know what I mean?
Right, the percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is a single father better than a single mother? Hold on. Let's read that.
Just
Why are you
real
scrolling?
straight up. Real,
According to research, single fathers are more financially stable, thus in a
haven't
better
been to therapy
condition to
in a
take
while.
care of their
Maybe
children
this
than
will
single
figure some
mothers.
stuff out for
See,
me.
that's exactly the point that I was trying to make. You know, right there, like
Women
the
make
financial.
more on average less than men. They have less job opportunities. They're less quote
That's-
unquote credible
right.
when
I'm
it comes
not-
to their resumes.
Listen, I'm not trying to get into that kind of debate. I'm just, to me, statistically, it just seemed like a single father was more adequately equipped to take care of a kid if they had to than a single mother. That's all.
It's so I can't like. So the reason why I
don't
get
know
into
if I
all these
necessarily
like
agree with
extra
that either.
conversations
You
and
don't
all
have
this
to.
kind of stuff is because I have my degree in criminology, which is not just criminal justice. It's everything that goes
It's
into
like single
criminology,
parent
why they
household
got there, why.
statistics.
Yeah, and then I also have sociology and
yes.
anthropology, all those kinds of stuff. So again, larger rate. There are going to be single parent households with mothers as the head role
Yeah,
versus
definitely
fathers
more
as the
dads
head
leave
role.
than moms. You know what I mean? I'm not disagreeing with that part.
There's
But I think if you
just so
take-
many
if you
things
take
that
10
go into it.
If you
like,
take 10 family situations, right? 10 single mother households, 10 single father households, I think naturally like the single father households are going to flourish a little better throughout
3,000%.
life.
But because the way that the family dynamic is set up, if we're looking at America at least,
Yeah.
the way the family dynamic is set up in America, the only reason that that father has become a single father role is more than likely because his mother, their grandmother, and their parents, more than likely his grandmother, but the grandparents accepted the children to a degree where the dad can also work the way that he was able to work if there was a mother in the household. There's also that
kinda crazy.
secondary care.
So you think?
So
hold on,
I
hold on.
think
You
that
think
single
that
mothers across
think
the
that
board are
single
by
fathers
themselves. If a
have-
single father is allowed to be able to keep
It's
his
because they
children
have
and he's a
parents
single
involved?
father, he has his parents involved.
But a single
no
mother doesn't.
fucking single father chose to keep his kids. My dad is
That's
one of those
crazy.
odd bunch.
I
He
think
chose to
that's
keep
no,
his
no, no.
kids, and he had to like kind of fight
Yeah,
for his
it's
parents to
it's
help
a
out.
minority, but I think what
But-
you're saying is kind of crazy to say across the board.
No, I feel like 100%. It's not that the single father decided like, oh yeah, no, you're a piece of shit, I'm taking the kids. It's both kids, mom and dad, were in a terrible situation. Mom was given the opportunity to leave. Dad had the financial family backing to keep these kids. There's not a lot of, and again, I'm raised from the single dad, and I don't
Yeah.
think that there's a lot of
It
success
just sounds
with
like
the
an
single dad.
overgeneralization with no data.
No, there's
Where's the
But
data
think
that you're coming up with from that for that?
historical data, basically, from like
From
the
what-
cases I've
from
met
where?
and the people that I've met who are also
That's
single dad.
anecdotal.
Yeah, anecdotal data,
Yeah.
basically.
I
From-
think
from
that
the-
was
the
a pretty key
experiences that
indicator
I've
right
had.
there. That just like typically men make
Well,
more
that's-
money than women.
Yeah, no,
so they're
I'm
gonna be
completely
financially in a
agreeing
better
with you.
spot. Which, when you're like having a kid, so
But that
much
doesn't
of your
necessarily mean more successful. No, you got to, you know what I'm saying?
it plays a monster factor.
It
Probably the
depends.
biggest factor. Socioeconomic fucking advantages are probably the biggest head start you can have in life. No, would you disagree with that?
Well, that's what I was saying. It depends on what you consider successful. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if we're just talking about financially,
Well, let's
then-
say graduating high school and having a plan to maybe go on and find a good job or go to college after that.
okay, in that vacuum, then of course.
Yeah, I mean, what would the fucking? There's got to be like a blanket way to look at
Well,
success.
no, because
you know
the
what I mean?
other side of that coin
Okay,
is,
but
let's
I
say,
mean,
let's
probably
say you're
less,
not,
probably less incarcerated.
No,
less
let's
of a
just-
chance going to jail
let's just say
before
you're
you're 25.
not
whatever.
financially that secure, but you're perfectly happy and mentally stable. I mean, you could be financially secure and be you're fucked up in your
Yeah, I
mind.
know, I
because-
know.
you
We
know what I'm
can
saying?
we can
Like,
break
that's-
this down a billion different ways.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying.
there's
So
there is
that's
a way
very
to
specific.
there
just
is a
talking
way to
about
look at like
financially.
like overall, hey, who's more successful?
But the reason why I'm even saying that is because I think it takes two. You need the
No,
balance
no,
of
it
both of
doesn't
your
take
parents.
two. It's optimal for two.
I don't. Yes,
But there's a reality here, bro. Like, think you're sitting in a room with somebody who's raised by a single mom and a
Right.
single dad. So it doesn't take two. You don't need to.
and
You
somebody
do
who's
not need to.
raised by
Have
both, his
both,
parents.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, when you
So
Oh,
you
wait,
don't-
hold on.
Here it is.
Let's beat up Jay. Let's beat up
No,
Jay.
what I'm saying is that
You don't need to, but it's optimal. You know what I mean? Your best
when you
shot
say
is with
need
two
to, you're
good
talking
ones.
about just you're just making it, or like
Wait, but hold on. So
There are
you're
a
raised
lot
by a
of-
single mother. I was raised by a single father.
Yeah.
Let's go roll for roll. Did you graduate high school?
No,
No.
But are these
I
the
did.
elements of success?
Did you go to college?
a little bit.
I did, and I went to URI on a full scholarship.
I had
full
both
ride,
parents. I didn't.
Graduated.
Right.
And he
Well, I went
again,
to college, but I
high
mean,
school?
of course.
Graduated high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one with the single mom didn't do any of this, just
Who's
for the
making
record.
the most money out of all of us?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He had
Single
a big
mom,
year.
I
He had a
guess.
big year.
But
Well, I guess you guys are competing. I'm single dad all the way in the corner, not making as much as you guys. So
here's another. Again, we're not taking the
But
full
not yet.
picture here.
Even money is not even just the key to success. You know what I mean?
Right. You got to be mentally
I lied.
stable. You got
It's
to be
a
emotionally
key.
mature. You
It's
got to
definitely
be
a key to success, but it's not like the only indicator.
exactly. Maybe in America in a capitalistic society, but I mean, if you're fucking crazy and you have all this money, then you know it does really no good. That's not success to me.
Fact. Shout out to that dude that was dancing, the backup guy for Ellen. Killed himself.
Oh, the black dude,
I mean, he probably has a name. Twitch.
Twitch. That's right.
you want to know something that I kind of want to talk about, and it's just
Go ahead, bring it up, Bella.
It's just been a little
Fucking
heavy
bring
on
it
my
up.
mind. A little heavy on my mind.
Break it down for us, Bella.
That cop that saved little Wayne when he was a little boy.
I like that he talks about that all the
He
time.
finally passed away.
Oh,
I
did
think
he?
I think it was
Lil Wayne passed away.
no, not little Wayne, the cop.
The cop,
Uncle
that fucking
Dave
saved
or Uncle
him.
Bob. Uncle Bob.
The white cop.
Yeah.
that saved him.
Who little Wayne when he was a young kid, 12 years old, he accidentally shot himself and almost died. And the
That cop
cops
saves-
came to raid
walked
his
over
house.
him.
Yeah. But Uncle Bob passed. So let's do a little pour out for Uncle Bob, because I feel like none of us in this room would be
Fill
who
her
we
up, Jay.
are if it wasn't for Lil Wayne or Uncle Bob.
Yo, Lil Wayne will always go down for me.
The
as
lighter flick at
greatest-
the beginning of a song will always let me know it's gonna hit different.
Yo, facts, and I like your energy right now. But like, think of like
I know, because
2000,
again, we're
like,
talking about
bruh.
cops throughout the podcast. We're talking about predispositions in life, where you come from, where you
2000
came from, who you are. Look at these two motherfuckers next to each other.
Yo, Lil Wayne's ugly as fuck.
Lil Wayne is ugly as fuck.
ugly, bro.
He's so ugly.
Yo,
He looks like one of those
When you're
like rat
rich, it don't
ant
matter,
things
bro.
from Men in Black.
Talks like
Oh,
this.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking
And
about.
they're
Pull it
making all
up,
the
pull
coffee
it
and
up
shit,
right
making all the
now.
coffee.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
You're
That's what
wild.
Lil Wayne looks like.
Alien. Yo, that's probably the perfect way to describe it.
Yup.
Yeah,
That's
terrible.
Lil Wayne. But we love him just the same.
He's still beautiful because he makes us enjoy
He's
his
still.
music. You just think of like fucking 2005 to like 2000. I don't know, bro.
7?
12 maybe. Like Lil Wayne, he just owned rap, bro. Like even
Owned and then created anybody
even
else
if
who
you
put anything else
even,
out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he made Drake. If you
Nicki
even
Minaj?
fucking hold on, 05 to like 2012, Wayne had every banger. And if you made a banger, he just like took your beat and made a better one. You know what I mean? Like he just owned everything, bro. He was on every track, dude. And so much of it was just mixtape shit. Like before streaming was really even what it is.
Oh God, Lil Wayne.
It's so weird because the very first time I heard of Lil Wayne was
Smack.
before he
Oh.
was ever big.
Smack.
It was
like
actually,
when, bro?
I think he was in Cash Money.
What do you mean before he was big? When was this? What song?
This is what I'm
Before
talking.
he was big.
Like in the
what the fuck are you talking
2000s.
about, bro? What? I don't know why I'm coming
why
at
you
you so
being so
aggressively
aggressive
right
right
now.
He's like, what?
Because
Lil
I
Wayne
fucking
went
like I
where?
can think of
I
Lil
know
Wayne
him.
being big in like
That's my guy.
2001, bro.
No, well, when he was like in the southern
Lights
shit,
out, bro. How about remember that movie Hardball? What, bro?
Oh, one of my
With G
favorite
Baby,
movies
bro. The Cucumbers.
ever.
You don't know about
and then
Hardball?
he became very like mainstream, and that's what made him big. But he was the biggest sellout in the
I
world
mean, he
when
was
he started
pretty.
skateboarding.
He was pretty fucking mainstream in early 2000s.
I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about this ice that I'm carrying. All these carrots, like I'm a fucking vegetarian.
Was he part of
Cash Money Records? Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't that big back then. He was big
Bro,
in the South.
he was big, bro.
No,
I
but
mean,
he wasn't as big as what I'm
of
saying.
course,
Like,
bro. He wasn't. He
hit
didn't own the
mainstream
world.
somehow, and
So I think
I
he
said
was
somehow.
mainstream, but he just took over to a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
I think he started getting big when the Bling Bling came out. That was his.
Bling,
Every
bling,
time I
remember
come
that.
around your city, bling bling. That's what I just said. All these carrots, like I'm a fucking vegetarian. He's a G, bro.
I don't know. When I saw him in that video, whatever, and he started
99,
skateboarding,
dog.
I was like, damn, fucking Lil Wayne's he's a G, and he's a skateboard now, and then that can't even think.
Bro, I'm telling you, the fucking like, just the remixes on his mixtape, where I think are my favorite shit. Are my favorite thing about him. All of them, banging. Play a banger for us, real quick, bro. Go like 2000.
Cash Money.
Nah, see, you're looking at his albums though, right? We need mixtapes.
I think mixtapes are on there. No?
Are they? Nah.
Dedication 3 is a good one.
Dedication 3. This is the first thing you bump with a black president. Fuck with that one.
Man, we polished off that other bottle too, huh?
Oh, we got real booze behind us too.
Good low.
I could go for a shot of Hennessy. What do we got, bro?
Alrighty.
Some classics. I'm glad you brought him up. You just brought me back to my fucking glory days. You ever, Brandon, you ever meet somebody for the first time and you're on like a blunt ride and you know that song, and you know that I'm a ride for my motherfucking N-words? I feel like, bro, no? Oh, damn. Dude, I feel like I used to smoke and like I'd meet somebody and that song would come on and that was just like an immediate brotherhood for life. Like, if you smoked a blunt with me and this song came on, we're just attached forever.
Damn, I remember fucking Jay Mills being on a fucking reality show.
I don't know what Jay Mills is.
Nobody really does. He was like
You gonna play a banger or just show us the album
yes, I hear
artwork?
it.
Touche, touche, touche.
we don't need to hear it.
I hear that shit in my head, bro. What do you think your favorite Lil Wayne song ever is?
So you got to think about it. I'm 23. So I'm a little bit of a different generation of Lil Wayne than you guys.
Probably.
When I get falling, yeah, and you can feel the angels calling. Miss Officer. Miss Officer. Mrs. Officer.
Little Bobby Valentino.
Yeah, no, I feel like that one,
Doing a buck
Again,
in the
like,
latest
stop.
drop.
I got stopped by a lady cop. She got me thinking I could date a cop.
Yeah, that is a
Because the
banger.
uniform fitted so tight. She read me my... Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't
not
even want
going
to
to
hear
keep
what you ever hear
jump in
fucking
the
Brandon
car,
spit
she
Nicki
turned up all the
Minaj?
lights.
Oh my
me,
God,
I had to. So the reason I brought my dad to
boy
casino
just
night
murders
was because
that
I
dude.
knew I would get too drunk if my dad wasn't there. So I was like, all right, my dad's coming to casino night so that way I can enjoy my company meeting, meet all my top guys, and not get super drunk. But Brandon
will rip
no,
it.
he wasn't even super drunk. But he's such a Nicki fan that he drew
Yo.
it out in me, and I couldn't stop it. And I had to be like, Dad, can you stay over here for a
Dad,
second
close your
and
eyes.
run to Brandon to go dance with Nicki? But yes, for sure. And then what's the No Love? No Love was a good one too.
With M?
No love.
No Love with M, but then what's the other one? No, if
think
it's not No Love.
my
No
favorite one is,
Love, that's a good one. But
What's it called?
What was
Shot
it?
to the heart. What am I thinking, Brandon?
no, what was that one with the it
Give
was
me a
like
line. How's it
probably 2013. I'm thinking of my age of listening to it. 2013
Yo,
to 15.
quit talking like I'm that much older than you, bro.
You
You're
are,
not.
bro.
You're like, I'm thinking about my generation, not like the bucket seats
So,
and shit.
What is it? What? You're 23? That's 10-year difference. That's like
She's
the same-
24,
So I'm
bro.
thinking
I'm
about
33.
the,
It's
like,
not
the,
even a
like-
10-year
That's
difference.
10-year
The
difference,
Lady
just like me and you.
Ballad No Dad from Lil Wayne that came in like mid 2000s.
Lady Ballad, No
Lady
Dad?
Ballad No Dad. I almost think it's No Love
Just
too.
search that.
So what's
what's
banging in your
that
car
right
right
there?
now? Oh wait, you don't have a
Banging in
car,
my
sorry.
car right now, banging in my speakers right now is
You know what
Keep
song
a
I'm
Bitch
talking
Drunk.
about, It's
From
like,
Don
I've
Toliver.
been
Keep a bitch
lonely,
drunk.
I've been waiting for you.
Get a bitch.
I've been
No,
trying-
it's the.
I think it's called Shot to the Heart.
No, it's.
But
Cut
you
the
haven't
music
forgot
up.
about me up in
Hold
the
on, I
living
can
room,
sing
watching
it.
Sports Center.
Cut the music up.
How to love.
How to love. It's literally How to
How
Love.
to love.
That's exactly what it is.
No matter woman try to steal
Your
your
heart,
Yeah.
never put it together. I never
Yo,
figure
my
out how
son
to
and his cousin
love.
were singing karaoke to this song, bro. Down
How
there a
to
couple weeks.
love.
Yeah, that's some soft
Trying to
shit.
put together.
She likes all the soft Little Wayne shit, like other.
I do like soft Lil Wayne because that's my favorite part about Lil Wayne. Look at that little rap man. Look at that little rap man putting out beats like this. Catering to
killed it.
my soft heart in the hood here.
Actually, my favorite song by him is kind of soft too. Like I was in a little tiff with me and the wifey, and he had like literally a song about fucking trying to get his girl back, and I would just be like,
That's me.
"Never
That's
forgot about
literally
up
me
in the
right
living
now.
room watching Sports Center. You were cooking dinner. I was such a sinner." Like, yeah, I used to be in my feels.
I didn't really bump Lil
Jay
Wayne.
did, Jay's like,
I'm old.
little Wayne didn't really make it big
Did
till I was
anyone
40.
recognize my shirt at all?
What is it? Hotel
Stay
California?
House?
Is
It's
it the
Stay
Eagles?
House.
Is it Hotel California?
You were right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, my only
Why, do you listen
tattoo
to the
in my
Eagles?
Yeah. So when I was in college, the first person that I ever really dated, unfortunately, shot
Was the
himself
lead
in the
singer of
head
the
and
Eagles.
passed
Oh,
away.
Sorry,
Oh,
bad
I'm
timing.
sorry.
Make a joke. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's
poor,
okay.
Poor timing on that joke.
Yeah, so unfortunately, my first boyfriend in college, I didn't really know this about him, but he struggled with his mental health pretty heavily, and I didn't know he had a pretty significant relationship with his high school ex. So we were about like 2 weeks into dating.
Everybody just cheat on you? Is that what's
No,
happening?
he didn't cheat on me. He ignored me for a night, and I thought that like maybe he was cheating on me. So like I curled my hair the next day for
perfect.
classes and stuff, and
Why to look pretty?
yeah, I got all pretty like just in case. He missed our first class together, and then the second class that we had together, a cop came in and let us know, like, hey, just so you know, X, Y, and Z unfortunately passed away last night. So we all went to his house the next couple weekends. His parents threw a big party,
funny,
and they
huh?
gave us all his favorite shirt, and his favorite band
That's one
was
of
the
his shirts?
Eagles in Hotel California.
Well, that's cool.
Is that
So-
why you rock that? Or
Kind of. Love the Dodds.
Well, I mean, it's
Love
a
you,
dope shirt
Mrs.
anyway,
Dodd,
but at
Beverly.
least it's got a
You're
big
right,
meaning
kid.
to you now. That's cool.
Yeah, my only and first tattoo is in memorial for him.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Miles.
That's really nice.
Super sweet kid. Really awesome person. Really awesome family. But yeah, I didn't think it was gonna turn into that intense. Just noticing this in the shirt. But yeah, this is an Eagles Hotel California shirt, which oddly enough was his favorite song and my grandfather's favorite song.
Have you ever seen his ghost?
I've felt it. Unfortunately,
Don't do it, Jay. Don't. Please don't. I'm sorry.
No.
I just, like you said.
What the fuck, man? Why did you? Why you
I'm stuck looking at his face when you say these things, Bella.
What are you talking about?
I know you like. It's hard for me because I'm immature and he's got bad
No, it's
facial
okay.
expressions.
Because honestly, if this was 2
Why
years
you
ago,
blaming on me?
I
How
would
you
have been
doing?
like
Yo,
fucking
know
like
that
fuck
scene
you
from-
guys,
You know the scene
like
from
blowing
Scary
up.
Movie
No,
with the ghost? Just put Scary Movie ghost scene.
So you felt your
I'm not
ex,
putting that up. No.
no, like I've like in
you felt
No,
you felt
pull
your
it up,
ex boyfriend's ghost.
Pull it up.
like in hard,
Touch you?
like in
Stop.
terrible moments, more or less, where it's like fuck, like we obviously he killed himself a week into us dating.
You're so stupid. Why you putting your hand in front of your face?
Yo, I don't.
Holy shit, man!
It's terrible.
What are you,
You
putting
guys-
on the screen here? Jeez.
You guys are making me cry.
Josh Martin.
No, but in all seriousness, that was cool of you to share. I'm sorry that
You're an
he
asshole.
makes me laugh.
This shit.
Oh man.
Suicide has got to be the worst shit in life, bro.
Thank you. All right. So,
Well, I don't know how to follow that. What do I say? I was, sorry that happened. The shirt's cool. It's like,
you actually like the Eagles though?
The Eagles, yeah. Like I said,
That's
like
like
that's my
the
it was
70s.
like the craziest thing was figuring out like we dated for a very minimal period of time and then
but there was a lot of connections. Like,
yeah, like a lot of connection. It was we knew each other longer than we had dated, like in our college.
I feel like such an asshole. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I have a lot of stories like this. There was the guys of the office were kind of going around. I have a lot of very unfortunateness that has happened in my life that also can turn itself into comedy. So I had this dude in my high school who used to lactate.
Dude,
I had a dude in my high school who used to be able to lactate.
blaming this guy.
It's because he had cancer.
Oh
That's
my
why.
God.
Again, and then the guys were like, "Oh yeah, he used to just say he had cancer because he was doing roids," and I was like, "Nah, well, he passed away from cancer."
geez.
And then they're crying, laughing, like, "Oh shit, we're so sorry."
Dude,
and I'm like,
we had a guest on before. His name was Rich, and he was like talking about his girlfriend or something, and she did something wrong to him. I'm like, yeah, bet you're glad that bitch is gone. He's like, yeah, she killed herself. I was like, oh.
yeah, no,
like,
no,
bro,
you're lucky. I'm not one of those
the
people who really
timing.
like. I've had my time to mourn over a lot of the grief that I'll bring up.
That's cool.
No, because honestly, like more than anything, like yeah, like when I'm in a bad time or like sometimes like certain specific Bible quotes, because he was a very religious kid that came from a very religious family. So he had
That
this
sucks.
thing on his nightstand, which was God's handbook for men, and he had highlighted passages and quotes, and I'll see those all around me. But
Yeah.
then it's sometimes where like I'm sitting there drunk and I drop the rest of my drink in the middle of the summer on the beach and I'm like freaking out, and then like a fucking billboard will go by or like a skyscraper and it's like John 13:16. I'm like, fuck you, Miles, I don't give a fuck what you're trying to tell me from heaven. I want the rest of this Henny that was in my cup.
Oh my God.
So yeah, no, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it was kind of like really crazy because I didn't know him throughout our relationship that well. Then when he passed away, his mother handed out
You
these
didn't know him
shirts.
very well? Or-
Well, like we knew him for like 3 months, or I knew him for like 3 months.
You were dating
so
for,
I,
you said,
like,
a couple
yeah, it
weeks?
was still in like the newness of dating.
That's
so
almost
we were
like awkward
classmates
too,
for
because you
3
know how
months,
sad
and
are you
then, like,
supposed to be? You know, like.
You're like the saddest person ever because you're his girlfriend, but at the same time, it's like how much weight do I have over being sad because I've only been his girlfriend for a week?
Like, right. Do
So
I
it's
even
like,
go-
yeah, I'm his
do I even
girlfriend,
go
so
to
I'm
the
allowed to be
funeral,
this
or-
fucking sad, but it's also like, how long am I allowed to be sad?
Right.
How connected with the family am I allowed to be sad because I've only been here this newness?
But
So you
know
knew
what?
him for
It's-
3 months. Oh no, there's you can
Yeah,
this
no, I
tangible.
knew him from the beginning
So
of our
3
semester, and
months-
then we
Yeah,
had
if you
only
actually
been
loved
dating
him,
and
did
like
you love him?
going out to
Dated
like
for a
families'
couple weeks.
houses and
I
stuff.
say like 8 months. You know, you can grieve and cry for like 2 weeks, After that, you should probably man up, stop crying. But after 8 months, yeah, enough is enough.
Yeah, no, I still have his memory card
just
in
kidding,
my plate. I got again my only tattoo that I have on this side.
Watch the camera behind you.
Watch the camera behind me.
Did that fuck the view up? No.
This one. So
What is that? An M and a cross?
Yeah. So for his first initial and for
What was his name? Miles.
Miles William Dodd. Love that man.
You miss him?
I miss him every single day. I miss him
Of course,
every
bro.
single fucking day.
How thrown off
I
would you
get
shoot
really,
like
really
that?
angry. Honestly, and that's
You get angry?
the hardest part about it is I very rarely in this day and age, after like the first week, the sadness subsided and all that has encompassed me about it is anger. And it's really hard to feel anger in regards to somebody who was so sad that they decided to take their own life.
Was that what it was?
It's selfish anger.
I
It was
Or did he take his life for? I mean, do you know?
it was a mistaken childish accident about a high school ex who,
He shot himself over a chick. Good lord.
while dating another chick, because she held so much weight in his heart.
Sheesh. Yeah, my girl's mom killed herself a couple years ago, and the weirdest part about that was seeing how devastated my girl was, and I never felt like any sadness whatsoever. It's all anger from me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, the way I look at it is like,
You
yo,
look
you
at
have
it. Why'd
children.
you fucking put my girl through this?
Exactly. I'm like, you
Why
have
did
kids,
you
and
do
now like
this to her?
you destroyed her life. You know what I mean? Like she's crushed because of something you did. So like, it's very difficult for me to find any empathy there.
Being somebody who struggles with depression a lot of the time and being hospitalized as a child too for issues of similar reasons, it honestly put a lot of stuff into perspective for me, in a harsh way and in a real way, where you
What are you
shouldn't really
doing, bro?
have to live for other people, but at the same
Everything
time,
good or no?
like
Okay. Everything's okay?
it's not like you should live for other people, but if you think about yourself and the person who loves you the most. So when I'm really, really dogging on myself, and I'm really like,
Why would you be dogging on yourself?
because to me,
She hates
I'm
cats.
a piece of shit fucking 23-year-old
Facts.
whose parents don't care about them,
Facts.
who couldn't finish high school.
Facts. Drop out.
I finished high school, but I just have a lot of terrible things that I think about myself. But when you think about
But why?
yourself,
Where does that
in the-
stem from? Like, why would you think that? Like,
But I
spill
think
any
it's
of
all
that
because
time.
my mom left. Like, bro, like honestly, like to get as real and like
Just get over it.
therapeutic as that, like, bro, who thinks they're a good person when your only person who's supposed to
can
care
I
about
ask
you,
you
your
a
mom
very
left?
serious question?
My dad left.
So
Yeah, but that's not your mom.
your mom
Facts.
and
Big
your
difference.
father had a relationship way before you, right? Where
No.
even in existence.
No, my
No,
mom.
they
my
met at her
mom
birth.
had a 3-year-old. My oldest brother was 3. Her apartment got broken into. She was friends with my dad's friend. He needed a place to live. She needed a guy in the house, so that way if it got broken into, that they
Right.
wouldn't like. She had some kind of protection. A dude sleeping on the couch. So
Well, I
my
guess what
parents
I'm
just
getting at
ended
is
up
that you're-
living in the same place and fucking, and that's how I came to be.
Lit.
Okay, so I guess my point is that that's still a relationship before you were in this world.
Yeah, and then the duration of the pregnancy as well too.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm
'cause
saying?
my
You
dad.
don't understand how hard it is to be a guy with a pregnant woman around you. It's tough.
That's not what I was getting at.
No, but my
Well, I
dad's
guess
the best guy. My dad loves babies and stuff like that, so he's the best guy to be pregnant around.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that so they had this relationship before you, and what has happened between your father and your mother might have nothing to do with you. 'Cause maybe it's selfish maybe to think that it has something to do with you.
Or it has
I don't
everything
think
to do
so.
with you.
Yeah,
Put it
I
this way:
think
you meet
there's
some guy.
no reason.
No,
that-
well, just
No, it could be your fault.
just entertain me for a second.
Bella, I'm just kidding. You know that, right? I'm just throwing
You
all
meet
the
some
words
guy,
out there.
right? You guys doing whatever you're doing, whether it's fucking or whether it's dating, whether it's whatever the fuck, in any of
Probably
this.
holding his arm.
Okay, yeah. In whatever capacity, eventually down the line, at some point, you get pregnant. You and this guy split up. You guys, for whatever reason, you guys have your reasons, whatever. That has nothing to do with the child, right?
No. It has everything to do with the child because I feel like most guys, if it's that kind of situation, whether they're dating or
Well, I'll speak from
You'd
being
be
a
a
guy.
dad, or you'd be a sideline dad, where it's like you're co-parenting versus a family. If the dude cared about the kid, I don't know Josh's situation specifically. I know my situation specifically.
But what I'm
My
saying is
mom-
that could it be that your parents just split up because for whatever reason that's just between them two,
Nope.
and it has nothing to do with you?
My
That's
mom-
not possible.
I think
My mom didn't want kids. No, because unfortunately, I know my situation. So, like, historically across the board, I know a lot of people. It's kind of
Okay.
just like scary runaway situation. Then you come back. My mom didn't want kids. My dad basically filibustered abortions, where it was like, nah, I want this baby, until the point where she couldn't have it legally.
Good for your dad.
anymore. My dad is my best friend. I'll come closer to the camera. My dad is my best friend. I love my dad. My dad is my
Did
best
you think
friend.
that the whole podcast we couldn't hear you until you
No.
went closing that?
My
like,
dad.
"I want this
and
part to
again,
be
I
heard."
love my mom because I understand where my mom's coming from as a woman who got her abortions filibustered, as a woman who tried to enact every single right that she had of her own, but the person that she was having children with did not want the situation to go the same way. And I'm honestly lucky enough that my dad is the way that he is, where it wasn't I
Yeah,
filibustered
maybe
the abortions
you
and
might
then
not
they
be
ended
here
up
if he wasn't.
somewhere. Yeah, no, he filibustered the abortions and then he was here. He
Your
was
dad's
here
your
and he
hero.
raised me.
Literally saved your life.
My
That's
dad
crazy.
saves my life to this day. Again, like I
The
told
no
you guys,
breaks
if I
thing
called
was a
him
little-
right now,
I'm gonna be honest.
I could. Let's see if
I was-
how quickly my dad will pick up. If
I was
called him
questionable
right now.
about him when you told me the no break story, but you've made up for it.
No, and that was just him being stupid and young. He's like, no, I know about cars. You're fine.
Dad, it won't stop. It will
won't
eventually.
stop.
You know what? I'll say this: your father has done a good job. He raised a very articulate, intelligent, well-spoken
picks up.
daughter. That was really heartfelt.
No, I love
speech,
this
dude.
guy. This is my guy. This is Dave.
I hope he sends her to voicemail. This would be great.
No, he might. He might send me to voicemail.
Dad's over here ignoring her call, getting his rocks off.
No, because he's. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
That was probably about 13 rings. So you're on the podcast right now, and I've been talking nothing but how much you're my best friend. Are we best friends, actually?
Well, you kind of put me on the spot.
He's like, "Well,
You know what's
you
great?
left the mayonnaise jar out, so."
How you doing?
I'm good. How am I doing, in your opinion,
Should've
as,
put
as
this
your
call
kid?
through.
Eh.
All right.
Valid answer.
All right.
Could-
I'm kidding. You know I'm proud as hell of you.
So I just cried this morning, and I made them watch a video of, I'm not sure if you've seen this video, but the girl who on the MasterChef show had to run to her dad in the sidelines and have her open up a can of pasta
Yo, how would you
sauce.
feel about getting that Hennessy behind you?
Hello?
So I can take a shot.
I think there might be too much feedback with the stuff going on over here. But I love you. Thank you for picking up because it proved my point.
So you know what would have been cool?
My
We
dad
could-
uses Bluetooth headphones every time
We
he's
could
on
have
the
actually
phone.
put that call through
Yeah, so people
the
can hear
podcast. So
conversation.
like the
Oh, here,
listeners
let
would
me
have been.
text him. I text him like, hey,
Well, that's
call
not
me
gonna
back
work.
at
It's
this
not gonna
point.
work.
No.
I think I might pick that up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that
you
might
had
be
him on
good enough.
speakerphone. Would you mind grabbing that or no? No, you don't want to.
What?
I'm ready to rip a shot. Yeah, that Hennessy on that bar behind you.
I got.
Watch the camera. Watch the camera.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm like, Jay, would you mind grabbing? He's like, I'm not grabbing. You fucking asshole. I just feel like doing a little shot ski. These mimosas are catching up. Thank you.
There's two of them, so you can pour me one as well.
Roger that. I guess that means fuck everyone else.
You didn't hear what I said about you. What your father being he raised a
She did. She
very
ignored it.
a very articulate,
Like-
intelligent, loquacious
Because
orator.
imagine,
She's like, I
I'm
heard-
like 8 years old.
You're very
and
in
then
tune with your
there's a
self-awareness.
drunk, half drugged out on I don't even know how many pills, dude, standing in front of me.
Who's that?
My dad. And probably in the early 2000s, my parents were still heavy on drugs.
nice.
My dad is an amazing man. He has gotten off of drugs, stayed clean, all of that
It takes
kind
a
of
lot
stuff.
of willpower to do that.
It
It takes a lot of mental
especially
strength.
being a single parent
Yeah.
Look at the
with
three of us. We haven't
3+
done it.
children. Like I applaud my dad every single day. Especially like I've watched like young kids. I've So the funny thing about being an older daughter, like there's this certain type of mentality and certain type of vibe and personality you gain out of being the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter of a single father and the
You
oldest
probably
daughter of
in
a
mommy
single
mode
mother
early. Very different.
are very different.
You have to step into that nurturing
me
mother
and
hen
my
role.
father are more co-parents than we are father and daughter.
That's different.
Like it's more like Dave and Bella versus like Dad and
It's
Bella.
different, but it's very easy to understand how
It's very
how
easy
that
to-
would be the dynamic.
Oh yeah, and it's not
Very
like a
easy.
like he expected anything of me. It's more like, would you help me up on catch-up work today? It's not like I'm giving you tasks. It's,
Right, yeah.
It's what were you
Cheers.
able to fill in for me? And honestly,
You seem more, what's the word? Mature,
Loquacious.
loquacious
Loquacious.
than the average 23-year-old. Like, so yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, as far as being well spoken,
Actually, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I only talked to you at work, but I didn't expect
fuck
money, pussy,
gang shit. Is that like a little bit more, a little bit more of what you were expecting of me?
No, that's even less of what I was expecting of you.
No,
I
you're
didn't-
expecting
I didn't
me
know what to
because
expect.
Josh sees me. So you see me in a role where I expect something out of you. So you, no matter what age you've ever seen me, the only reason I text you or call you or you call me or text me is you need to know something from me and you know I can help you, or I need to know something from you and you know you need to give that information to me. With
you.
Josh, it's, but no, where it's like, it's a give and take. We're on an equal playing field where it's like, okay, this bitch knows where I'm supposed to go, pre-qualified, this job confirmed it. Like, I need to call her and see if this shit is real. For you, anything you've interacted with me in is teaching and training stuff. So every time I interact with Jay, he expects me to be on a level of understanding. Anytime I interact with you, I'm kind of coming in fresh-eyed, doe-eyed, like, what can I learn today?
All right.
So
Fair
I
enough.
think that might be why you guys kind of view me on a different scale. And that's why, Jay, like, you still thought I was so little and so young. Like, I told him the first time he called me asking about my age, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm sorry if it's noisy. Like, I'm in the laundromat. He's like, your house
He's like, you do
doesn't...
your own laundry?
He's like, you do your own laundry? I'm like,
Like,
I
your
live
mom know
on
you're
my
there.
own, Jay. He's like,
Are
I
there
your
any adults
parents
around?
know that you're by the
adults
at the
around
do
with
laundromat?
you
your
right now?
parents know where you are
You're
right
in
now?
Providence by yourself. You should tell your parents.
Nah, it's funny though, 'cause I swear to God, I don't know why I thought you were a lot younger too. And I literally call he'll tell you I'm not full of shit.
Petite.
I call that's not
I
the
got a
only
young
reason.
face
her
too.
vo-
I've got a young face.
Yeah, you
I've got
got a-
a young presence
Yes, you
about
got a young
me.
frame. A
I'm
young
very meek.
voice.
I don't like. I'm not like a very demanding presence in a room. So
Yeah. The fuck is wrong with you, guy?
Why you always
Just because sometimes like you say shit and then I see your little
I'll slit
reactions,
them both
bro.
of their fucking throats and they wouldn't even know it. And
Yo.
they're laughing at me like this right now. Huh?
Nobody's laughing at you. I'm laughing at Jay.
Definitely not laughing at you.
No. I would never laugh at a guest in front of their face. Never.
So you laugh about me behind my back?
Your personality is much. It's more.
It's bigger.
grand.
It's bigger, you know,
than
like
your,
it's-
your frame and your like. You know your. If I just saw
I'm
you
a
walking
whole
down the
ass
street, I'd be like,
human
look at that.
being.
Did you say you're a hoe ass?
Whole ass.
human
Whole
being.
ass.
Like,
Whole
I'm a
ass.
hoe ass motherfucker.
WHOLEASS. Whole ass.
If I saw you walking down the street, I'd be like, oh, look, there's a little girl, like whatever.
And then I knock on your door and I'm like, yo, bitch, you ever heard of Sola?
I'm like, hey,
Just let me get you
It's
hip
like,
right
I
now.
don't want cookies.
Yeah, I don't want cookies, bro. No, I didn't know what to expect. I expected probably a little more timidness and quietness, but I'm
The exact opposite.
I'm pleasantly surprised at how natural you are in front of the microphone. That was
Me
good.
being like, you guys believe in ghosts? This is my podcast.
I mean, you definitely have some interesting segues. You brought us down a cool path, but it was good. It never, it didn't feel stale at all. That was my biggest concern. Was like, hey, she's a little young. Maybe she's gonna
That was
come in and
my
have
fear,
stage fright.
like, not really. Like, I know you guys so well, the both
Yeah.
of you. I was like, I know what I could talk about for 2 hours with Jay. I know what I could talk about for 2 hours with Josh. But the three of
Yeah,
us
what can we
together,
talk about for
what
2
the fuck
hours?
can we talk about for 2
Yeah,
hours?
it usually never goes according to plan. For God's sakes, like, did you expect to hear him say he helped his uncle jack off a horse?
I yacked my junkle aff off. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
No, you don't have to.
What did you just say?
Young's my jackal unk off.
Was that?
No, it's like replacing all the words in the beginning.
See,
With the
her
other
personality is
first
big,
letter?
so big.
Oh, that
she
was
actually did it
intentional?
she did
Yeah,
it
like,
intentional,
really?
and we thought that she was like.
I younged
I
my
thought she was
uncle.
having a stroke.
No.
Like, what's going on?
I'm like,
bro?
damn, this bitch is fucking drunk.
Yeah.
But she actually did it on purpose.
Why did you do that on purpose?
Sorry,
Because
didn't
I
mean to
did
bitch.
not
wasn't
feel
going to that.
comfortable like telling that story. He jacked his uncle's horse off in his yard.
No, wait, hold on. Wait. I didn't say
He
anything
helped
like
his
that.
uncle jack off a horse.
I
Yes.
helped my uncle jack off the horse. I didn't jack off a
But
horse
that's okay.
with
So
my
again,
uncle.
that's how it
Or
like,
what he
translates
said.
in our brains.
You're just
is
like,
at
yak
the
me
end-
jungle off of you. Like, what are you saying, bro?
No, at the end of the story, we're all sitting here like, okay, why'd you jack your uncle's horse off? So
What?
yes, that's exactly.
Would you
I
jack your
helped
uncle's
my
horse
uncle
off?
jack
No.
off a horse. So the phrasing says you jacked off a horse for
See,
your
when
uncle.
I hear that, I think
So,
his
You
uncle's
jacked
name
off
is
to a
Jack,
horse.
and I helped him off the horse.
when
Yes.
you think about it in the slow step process of him telling the joke, yes, we all know what
Oh, that
we
was a
thought
joke?
originally
That was a
after the
true
joke.
story.
You guys all laughed. I know
How
that.
dare you? That was
my
a very
goodness.
true story. I helped my
Okay, well, I
uncle
really owe the
jack
Hat
off
Man
a
money,
horse.
so am I getting payment for this
Who is the
podcast?
Hat Man?
The Hat Man. When I take too many Benadryl, he comes and sits at the foot of my bed.
Does he?
Really?
Yes,
What does he look like?
the Hat Man.
What does the Hat Man look like, though?
Look at the Hat Man.
Probably wearing a hat.
Oh.
But this
He's
is
not
not
a-
somebody new. He's
Wait.
like the Benadryl IRS.
Do you like the fact that this...
What are you talking about?
No,
This guy?
Yes, the Hat Man.
Oh, that's a horror movie, right? I feel like I've seen that movie.
No, the guy next to him with he needs some Visine.
This is the Benadryl IRS. If you take Benadryl,
You see
this
this?
man
Yo.
sits at the foot of your bed and he says, "Give me 25 cents right now."
Something crazy, right? As speaking of like this shit, I have nightmares. You guys get nightmares like often? Mm-hmm. So I deal with sleep paralysis. You ever deal with that?
Yeah, I do.
I cannot sleep on. Yo, go like that. I don't want it to be in the camera. Right side.
What do I have?
Your right side. Just like
Semen?
yeah.
Just a little bit.
If
blue
I
shit that
sleep
came
on my
off.
back, it's like 100% guaranteed that I'm gonna have a sleep paralysis nightmare.
Because you'll fall into deeper sleep, probably.
Yeah. And it's crazy because every time I have this, like, I'll have the same nightmare multiple times a night. And sometimes I'm just like, fucking, I'm so tired. Like, I'm just going to deal with it because it's gotten to a point, dude, where when it's happening, I'm actually like aware that I'm having a nightmare. So, like, I'll
Yep.
actively try to wake myself up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and then you're like stuck in that limbo of...
Stuck in that limbo, bro, where like I'm awake, but I can't move anything. You know what I
Do you
mean?
see things?
So I'll always be if I'm here, if I'm in a hotel, like I'll always be where I actually am, but I will see things like, something like just something scary, some sort of presence kind of like threatening me in a way where it's not like, I'm not seeing monsters like, like I'm not running away from anything. I'm seeing
It's like
maybe like
impending
a
danger.
killer. Exactly. Like impending doom just coming in and I just have to wake myself up, but I can't move, It's so crazy because I'll like look to my left and see my girl or like I'll see my house
Yeah.
and I'm just like stuck there.
It's fucked up.
It's very scary.
You
But
deal with that?
I deal with honestly, like now I feel like a wicked fucking daddy's girl. I'm not a daddy's girl. I deal
she's
with
like, when I
myself
have
on my
nightmares,
own.
I just get in my dad's bed.
No, but honestly, a lot of my like nightmares that I have, and I do have nightmares pretty frequently, unfortunately. They're end of the world situations or like
Oh, so nothing
really
that
sadly,
serious.
like it's like the world's ending, like meteorite type of situations, and I'm looking for my dad. Or like really unfortunately, like I grew up in the situation where like active shooters are really a big thing, so that's a really big nightmare point of mine.
I worry about that with my daughter. I almost
it's
bought her
really
like a
scary.
bulletproof backpack.
Teach your kid to shoot.
It's not teach your kid how to shoot, it's teach your kid how to operate a gun. You do not want
How do you operate a gun?
I know, but dismantling is more in that situation where he's worried about with his child. Dismantling
Okay,
a gun.
I don't want her to
is-
approach the active
Let me
shooter and
dismantle his
try
gun.
some like
No, but
take
No.
apart the gun.
again, it just kicking it away, even that kind of stuff.
Hold on. Do you hear what you're saying?
No,
Like if
but-
I'm an active shooter coming, you think you're gonna kick the gun away from me?
No, but like again, not active. Like
She would.
Where do you
Me-
think? Hold on. Where do you think you have a better chance of survival? If you try to kick the gun away from me, or if you have your own gun?
if you have your own gun, obviously.
Exactly.
But I'm thinking about like
Depends on how
where
fast
he's
her kick
talking
is.
about. I'm thinking
How
of
fast do you
school
kick?
situations.
We should just let. I mean, I think teachers should carry. and
No,
we sh-
teachers shouldn't carry.
Hell yeah, they should.
No.
The
wait.
fuck, Heather? This is the third time this week of you not bringing in your homework. Fucking bring in the homework. really think teachers should have guns, bro?
Not
Really?
anymore. Not anymore.
No. No.
Brandon's
Teachers
like,
should
I wish I had a
learn.
fucking gun.
Teachers
sometimes."
should learn how to kick. That's what.
Yes.
No,
We should just give them karate classes.
We should give children the appropriate fucking mental health care initially.
But we can't because there's
We
so many
can't.
single
No,
mothers and
and
fathers.
and there's so many people who slip through the cracks too. There are so many people who throughout high school, elementary school, middle school, just like myself, I was a very, 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 very quiet kid. Nobody knew anything that was going on with
crazy?
me. I am crazy.
You're
By
not
the
crazy.
time I was in sophomore year of high school,
can
I
see
was
her be a
taken
little
out of
crazy.
school and I was put away for
She
about a
threatened to
month and a
slit
half
both of
because
our throats earlier.
I
don't know if you
want
heard
to kill
that.
myself. I don't want to kill other people.
wanna
But
kill
that's the
yourself, it's
issue.
not
Was I really had that issue.
That's a
That
battle,
you
man.
don't know anything about anyone.
Hmm.
Same thing what we were talking about earlier with cops. You don't know if that fucking morning that cop didn't have the time in between their cousin who they're best friends with killing themselves or getting shot, going on to shift that day, and then dealing with the general public. Or you don't know that guy who fucking didn't get 6 hours of sleep that night or didn't even get 1 hour of sleep that night, and now he's going out on a shift dealing with the general public. You don't
Everybody's
know
dealing
who's
with their
coming
own
into a
shit.
general population of a high school. And so to be the safest kid in a high school in the times that we're living in, you need to understand not only how to shoot, but dismantle a gun.
Well, I'd say
Because
this
if you
based
don't
on
feel like you're
mental health, I think if you compare where you're at mentally to society, whatever that standard or
there's
the norm
no
is.
standard.
Hold on,
It's
wait,
just
just
such
let me
a
just finish my
curve.
thought real fast. So let's just say there's this whatever everybody else thinks is normal. That's not necessarily the definition of normal, right? So, but if you compare yourself to that, then you might think you're okay. I'm fucking crazy compared to that. But if that's fucked up, then you might not be crazy at all. You might be actually pretty fucking normal, and
safe.
everybody else is fucking crazy.
I think we're all fucking crazy in a way. Everybody has craziness in them. You know what I mean? Another one or no?
Every single one of us is crazy. Every single person
Or
here is
are
crazy.
we all just normal?
No.
Because if we're all so different, right, mentally speaking, then maybe that's just the norm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a curve. Like, I don't know if there's an actual standard for like what's mentally healthy, but there's definitely what's not.
It's got to be
Like,
driven by society.
being suicidal is definitely not healthy. But I bet more people are like that than we realize. I don't know. Anyways, on that note, I think.
Anyways, have you guys ever heard of Jasper?
All right,
The friendly ghost.
Jasper on TikTok.
Jasper, what does he do?
Can I have a snack? Ha, bit. Can I have a
Tourette's?
snack?
We got some Tourette's.
No.
Oh, you sounded like you were doing a Tourette's thing.
No.
Sorry, you were like that bitch.
Is it Jasper? Because this is Jasper. This is like the new Barbie doll for our crackhead generation. Yes. Pull her up. I will send. Oh, also, my dad texted me. My dad said, I'm rebooting my phone. Give me a call in 5. Do
What
we
a
want to
dad.
do Jasper the TikTok or do we want to talk to my dad?
I think we should give your dad a break.
Give my dad a break.
Give your dad a break. I think it was awkward putting him on the spot. He's like,
No,
"Oh, you're
because
on
my
a
dad's been
podcast."
known about me going on this podcast for a while because I asked him, I was like, Dad, why would you bring me on the podcast when I was younger when he did his? And he
Yeah.
was like, because you're funny. He's like, you could never do stand-up
like I
comedy.
said,
you
you
could
have-
never be on a TV
You have a big
show.
personality.
Why do you say
have-
that? You could definitely.
Why couldn't
Well,
you? Yeah.
He told me, he's like, you're just funny in the moment. He's like, you're funny when shit gets brought up to you. Like, you couldn't plan things out. But if you get put into a situation, you're hilarious.
I think I honestly think that
You'll
funny
never
people
find another girl
are
like
funny
me.
people. If you tried and like actually wrote shit out with a delivery, that's what stand-up comedians do.
Right.
Like they don't just wing it, you know, like they're funny like us. Like they're just like in the moment they make people laugh. And then they say, all right, cool. Like, what did I say last time that made
Oh.
somebody laugh? Let me write that down. Let me write that down.
This might be funny to you smart green employees. So, Josh,
Like she grabs a Michael.
I just bring it close to me. So I had
exactly are we watching
Jason,
here?
Hold on, I'm listening to this.
Jasson. So you know who that is.
Jason.
Jason.
Hasson.
I
French.
put ND in the title of his job. He texts me his screenshot. He's like, well, Bella, what does ND on my job mean? I said, nerd dispatched. And he goes, what? Oh my God, really? I'm like, no, you fucking idiot. It means next
Wow. Damn, the disrespect.
day. Yeah, so I can come up with those things quick. Like,
how about when they were asking me what do these colors mean? And I was just like, oh, that's how we separate the teams.
nothing that you need to worry
I'm
about.
like, that's how we separate teams in the office.
That's how you know what? That's not your team, so don't even worry about it.
How about when Jay goes, yeah, my job was confirmed, and then it was gone. I'm like, how'd you know it was confirmed? It said confirmed in the title.
Shut up.
I was like, what do you mean it said
Because
confirmed?
Josh is texting me 2 hours before that. I love that you're using the board notes.
Yeah, but not to write the word confirmed.
Bro,
just make that
yes,
shit
to
purple,
write the word
dog.
confirmed.
You know what it was? Because I saw like a left message at 5:30.
Yeah,
that
I
shit
like-
was cool. The word confirmed,
Confirmed is
I was
actually
like,
good though because it
no, it's not good.
Why is that not good?
Because
you cry.
because if you don't see it now, you're going into this with a thing like, damn, this job wasn't even confirmed.
Right, but if you do see it, then you're going into the job pumped.
Cool. So we should just write confirmed on every job,
Absolutely.
or we could just not write anything and you assume everything is confirmed.
Well, that's not reality.
It's the same shit, brother. If we lie, listen, if you go 1 week of jobs that say confirmed and nobody's home, you're gonna be like, okay,
Well,
full of shit.
listen, if you're gonna trick somebody, trick them to be confident.
I agree with you.
That's why I was like, purple, yellow. I was like, he's giving our secrets away.
Yo,
At
Kevin,
first, I was like,
Kevin figured it out real quick. He's like, yo, I went to 9 purple jobs last week and they were all not home. I was like, ooh.
ooh.
But it's like, I went to 2 blue jobs and they sold. I was like, all right.
So what is this?
Team Blue's doing great.
Team Blue.
What are we watching here?
Why are we
This is
watching this fucking
Jasper.
this little methed
So-
out Bobby doll?
Yeah, honestly, I'd say probably. I'm trying to think of like what her best ones are.
I mean, we're not going to be able to
Scroll
hear
down.
them.
Click
so
that
how-
like
how-
repost because the sound. Repost BC the sound. Right all the way to your right. Scroll down a little more.
Brandon,
Right
you know what we got to
there.
figure out? I don't know if we can make a note of this, but a solution to get volume when we play these. What can that be? Like a Bluetooth monitor that's just far enough away from the mics where we don't get feedback?
A speaker.
Or like a splitter for speak like for
No. Like a speaker. Like, here's the thing: if we connect to the speaker, you get
You're getting
feedback
in the
right?
mic. Headphones.
Headphones is and I actually have the link for that fucking headphones, but I should just order them. All right, I'm gonna be honest, Isabella. You look at some weird TikToks.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it up on my phone now because I know you guys can't see what I'm seeing.
Based on what I'm seeing on the screen, I don't know if I want to see what you're seeing.
What?
This is like some horror movie.
She's
Hooker
funny.
doll.
Is this like Momo?
Momo?
She is. She's like, okay, so I played, again,
Okay. Ready.
Barbie dolls.
Got
You
it.
play with a Barbie doll for,
You're worrying me. You're worrying me.
you play with a Barbie doll until you're 10 years old, from the time you're 3 until you're 10.
Okay.
And then sometimes people have an emotional support blanket. Sometimes people have an emotional support doll.
Men don't have those things. Just
No,
say,
you have an
say
emotional
girls have this.
support buddy who you just beat the shit out of throughout the years. Adopt other guys where you beat the shit out of them as well. Then you guys share your porn statistics online. That's what you guys do. But girls, us, we beat the shit out of
What
our
is she
fucking Barbie
talking
dolls.
about,
We
bro?
beat the shit out of our Barbie dolls. Then we pass them on to other people. And then we're like, hey, this is how I beat
Like,
the shit
that's
out
a
of
real
my
thing?
Barbie. Yes! And then sometimes when you're an
That
adult,
reminds me
if
of
you
like a
don't
kid
get
that
to
would
a
hurt
point,
animals. You know? Like a
No.
little sociopath.
it's a like, okay. So as a dude kid, did you
Okay.
have like a fucking thing you carried around with all the time, like a pocket knife, like a Beyblade, a Switch car?
Like a toy?
D's.
Yeah, like the fucking toy. Like you would fucking from the point where you were a child and you were like, like treating this
Nah.
this toy as if it was gold, to the point where
Nah.
you're attaching like.
Why females do that? Is that what you're getting at? Females do that with Barbie
Yes.
dolls?
So what I'm saying is, we get to the point where like.
That's why y'all.
Okay,
fucking
you guys
crazy.
have a hot car, a Hot Wheel. You get through the years of using it as a Hot Wheel. You put fireworks attached to it. It's a Hot Wheel like that. Then
What?
you do this.
Where do you learn
No,
about guys
What we
from?
do is
You're just
Like-
watching
we
like
take
Disney
a Barbie
Channel
doll.
movies.
We use the Barbie doll as much as
You
we
like, you
can.
guys share
then
porn
we rip the
statistics?
hair
What?
off, and then we use it
None of
to
that
have
is
a
normal.
smoker's accent. And then we say, yes, this is our degraded Auntie Cheryl, but this is our degraded Auntie Jasper.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is gonna be revelatory.
Revelatory.
I never
So,
shared a porn
this
statistic with
this
any of my
is to
friends.
the accurate level of like your Hot Wheels car or your Beyblade or your Ninja Turtle that you kept for fucking 15 plus years that you like has suffered so much
Oh.
with you.
I've actually- hold
this
on.
is what us girls have.
Now that you mention
and I'm
that, I
trying
have
to find the best
kept something
suited-
around me for the last 13 years, but it's because I don't have a choice.
It's like this is our
kid.
doll, and it gets through so much. And Jasper
So you're into
really.
voodoo.
No, I'm not into voodoo. I'm
kinda
into
wish you were, though.
everything. I wish I was into voodoo.
You're like hurting this doll,
Loki.
pretending it was your
Hey,
arm.
bring that closer to you, just so.
Bring the mic. I feel like I have been.
Yeah, but then you keep
On
pushing
and
it away. It's like, how did the mic get all the way in the middle of the table?
How did the mic get onto the backboard of this building?
That's those mimosas.
Mimosa.
You know, what was great earlier was I thought she straight up thought I heard the fuck.
But I really don't know about you, but I really want cookies. And I really want a donut. And I really want pizza.
It's like so stupid. Like,
Yo, there's so much high quality content on TikTok. Why are you watching that?
I really want green crab.
This is my high quality content.
Okay. Well,
I could really use.
I'm gonna say, listen,
Red
Jasper, maybe not my thing, but I can see its appeal to you.
it's extreme. It's like his shock value. You know what I mean? Like,
No, which is it's the like random funny aspect of it, like that kind of like out of nowhere. Like why the
Very
fuck would
random.
it? Why the fuck would a Barbie doll be speaking with somebody who has been smoking cigarettes for 60 years and dressed the way that it's dressed? And why is it a Barbie doll?
I
That's the
still
only
wanna
part that's
understand.
funny about it. It's the only
Yeah.
things that coincide that don't make sense, and they all match up.
I
and
really
that's
want
what
to.
makes it
I got a
funny.
question for you. I really want to understand where and what in your experience in life. How old are you? 23.
Yep.
23.
23.
That you think that men share porn statistics. Like, where did that come from? That's like so left field. It's hilarious.
Wait, what?
Why do you think that men share
Sorry, I
porn
was busy
statistics?
texting. What'd you say?
Why do we share porn? Like, what kind of statistics would we share?
About what though? Like porn is a whole.
The only thing that I've ever like
you were
shared,
saying it in the description
shared
of man.
porn
Like,
thing
you know
with,
how you guys share porn statistics? I'm like, what did she just say? I never heard of that.
I once
Oh, it means like, don't you guys share like what you guys talk about? Like,
Kind
don't
of.
you guys share
I
like
have-
between yourselves?
I have a story like similar to that. Once when I was in boot camp and we had like bunks in the same room, me and this kid had a bet on who could like jerk
like a
off
Joe's
quicker.
Ew.
We just had a race to see who could finish quicker. I won by.
In state college, and I ain't never heard no nasty shit like that.
No,
just
this
so
was
you know,
boot camp, though,
U.S.
way different.
military gross.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. Now when I think back on it, but it was like
Who won?
U.S.
me
military
by far,
gross.
bro. By far. I even tried to give him like a few tips. You know what I mean? Because he was doing it wrong. I'm like, bro, do it this way.
How does
not
he
that.
do it wrong?
Like,
I
bro,
know,
just
like,
like
he was
cup
using-
your tip like this, and
He
then you'll
was-
be fine for
he was,
like,
like,
you,
using-
you shit
using
about
the
4
whole-
minutes off that shit.
Well, he was using like the whole hand like this. You know, I told him like, bro, this is what is that?
All right, don't fucking. You know what? Let's just change this.
I'm like this. I'm like this. Yo,
I don't want to look, bro.
Jay, look.
I can hear you. No, I don't want to see it. I'm
This
looking
is
at
the
Brandon.
idea.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon, do this to me. This is the ideal grip, bro.
What's the ideal grip?
Show him that. It's the ideal
No,
grip,
don't
bro.
show me that. Don't
What the,
reflect.
like,
on
what's the woogie woogie
All right,
woogie?
stop, guy. I don't want to look over there.
But anyways, yeah. We had a judge too. Like our third roommate was the
So is
judge.
somebody watching? Oh my
Yeah.
fucking!
He wasn't
head.
really watching, but he had to, when we said done, he had to confirm that we were done.
This is a little. This is a
Laugh
little.
with these fuckers.
This is a little I don't know, man.
Ew.
It's like it's kind of like riding a.
It's just regular
so
boy
you can
stuff.
play it on you.
Like we just started blowing each other, regular fucking
Whoa,
guy
whoa, whoa,
shit,
whoa, whoa! No.
like fucking guy shit. You know.
I didn't say we touched each other.
Dear Bruno.
I didn't say we touched each other, you weirdo.
Oh man.
Drunk and.
You call me a weirdo after you tell that story.
Listen, I don't know where your head's going, but you're
Yeah,
weird.
you know where my head's going. You're talking about jerking off in
Remember
front of
Joe?
other dudes.
Your boy Joe was just like,
Ah.
play on your phone.
What are we
3,
playing?
2, 1, go.
Is he saying gaze? Gaze.
Yeah.
Gaze.
Nice Irish name. Is this what's blasting in your apartment?
How does this have
Last
8
night,
million
what was
views?
blasting in my apartment was honestly okay. So if I'm going to be for fucking real, let me tell you,
You sound like you're about to be
Whoa,
for
I
real.
know.
my favorite show is Storage Wars.
Why
Storage
is that
Wars,
way
Los
less
Angeles.
than I thought it was gonna be?
Because
tell you
it's
some
straight up
shit
and
right
it's real. Storage Wars Los Angeles. Brandy and fucking Jared are my favorite people.
Please tell
Barry,
me you're clipping
Barry,
shit, bro.
Barry.
Because she has so many clip-worthy moments. Like, if you don't clip,
Yo.
let me get real with you right now. My favorite show, Storage Wars.
Like, take
And I'm not
that.
fucking with you because I'm not fucking playing with you.
I
Storage
don't
Wars.
know. Yo, shockingly, I wholeheartedly believe you. Like, I believe everything that you're saying.
Is it really?
Which
For
makes
real,
it phenomenal.
I'm not fucking playing. It's either The Office or Storage Wars.
Yo,
And
The
it's
Office
Storage
is
Wars
so
Los
funny,
Angeles
bro.
with Brandy, Nick, and Brandon.
Oh.
What you want?
That's Brandon.
I got something for you. No,
right.
honestly.
Why
Like,
did we
bro,
got music play? You turned the
Because-
podcast into a
Whose podcast is
nightclub.
this? Is it distorting like the volume or anything? No.
Can you hear it? Oh, nice. Now we're gonna get
Oh,
flagged.
nice. Now we're gonna do
Copyright.
that from now on.
Yeah. Drunken. What's
Yeah,
this video on the
no.
bottom? Can you play that one on the bottom? That's kind of hot.
It's just gonna be her.
I'm cool with that. No, keep your music playing. That's just gonna be a video for me to hear.
He's like, it's adding to the ambiance.
No, but wait.
Oh,
hold
she's not
on,
gonna move
hold
at all?
on, Hold on.
Oh. I was expecting to see her, act out whatever those words are.
Wait, so I'm one of those people who is saying, cinemaphile. Nah. I love movies. I fucking love
Okay.
movies. I love movies. I love ghosts. Love that kind of shit.
Those are not like the same things.
Get rich or die trying. Get rich or die trying. Get rich or die trying. You know what I'm talking about, Brandon, right?
The album? The movie?
No.
Overrated.
Both the
Was he
movie
saying
and
be
the
my-
album, but-
Yo, women today are serenaded in such a different way than when we were young.
No, this is
Like, think
again,
about when
this
we
is
were
all
younger,
from
it's
my
like-
single father.
Yo, it's
This
like
is not being serenaded as a woman. This
Right.
is what my dad taught me.
no, but like listen to
And
the
why-
words. He's obviously talking to a chick.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, it's like, come and talk to me. I really
shop.
want.
I know, it's so
This
different.
was
You don't
be
have
my
to.
bitch. Be my bitch. I really like you. Be my bitch. What is this shit?
That's how I feel when I'm walking in a smart green every day.
Holy
I'm
shit,
like,
bro.
I don't know. I can't ever call you now. Like when I'm at work. And
Yo,
I can't.
when, you should
Like you
just
ever call
be
me
my
Jay anyways.
bitch.
Whoa.
Oh, she's calling you out, bro.
Oh, right.
Again.
What do you mean? We're on the phone all the time.
We don't talk
Literally
anymore.
No, because you always call.
We
When I
don't
call
talk
you, you're like,
anymore.
didn't I give this to Ricardo? And I have to sit there and be like, yeah, you did.
Why do
But
you
he
make
didn't
that?
fucking put it in, and I'm sorry, so I have to be calling you now
What?
because he didn't do anything.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you'll call in with your updates as soon as the job is done, and then you like the people are supposed
hear
to do
what I-
it,
Right.
but they don't do it. So I have to call you the next morning to do
I know.
it.
I'm like, why the fuck is she calling me?
You're like, I fucking sent that in last night. That's exactly why. Is because they're like, oh, okay, cool, and they
Be
write it
my
down in their notes.
bitch.
How come they don't do that? Like, what the fuck? Get your team on. Fucking.
I'm not the
Now's not the
manager, I'm just the
time for that.
administrator.
Now's not the time.
Just joking.
We don't do that
Trust
here.
me, I've been trying to work with Josh as much as I possibly can to.
Bella's a beast. That's your phone.
But it's
Make sure she doesn't fall. All right.
She's a great
Sorry, we're leaning
orator.
over.
I'm 3,000% gonna fall. Specifically, just so that way I can get workers' comp some way.
This is not working.
Wow.
Workers comp.
Because you're here, Josh. 3,000%. I could figure out a way for it to get workers'
Me,
comp.
I
He
don't
might
even.
not be able
I don't
to,
even
but,
work
like,
for the company. What do you mean?
I mean, he might not be able to.
I don't even. I'm not even a smart grade
I
employee,
figured,
Bella.
like, because he did our HR shit. or
No,
my
I'm just an.
IT.
I'm an independent consultant.
See, I wanted to put on Window Shopper by 50
Cause
Cent,
you's a
but
window shopper. Okay,
50
that's
Cent,
a
I
banger.
absolutely love 50 Cent.
He's
50 Cent,
He's not
I
too shabby.
fucking- So there are
Yo, I was like
different...
gonna yell at Sasha and be like, "Why the fuck did you get two huge bottles of champagne?" And she knew.
not?
Though. She knows though. I drink champagne. I start going. I'm every woman. It's all in me.
All right. Wow. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, banging song.
Banging song.
I think it's about time we wrap this podcasty McPodcast up. Yo, we've been going for 3 hours. It doesn't feel like that.
No.
Damn, it has been 3 hours.
It's been 3
Holy
hours.
Shit.
Bella, what's that?
I'm just high fives.
Oh.
I was trying to get out.
Whoa. That's like a low five.
She's like, high five.
High five.
So I'm like, what do you want?
Guys.
More, hey, more, please.
Hold on, hold the high
She's
five.
like,
Look down.
more, please.
High five, please. High five,
But anyways,
please.
yeah. Thank you for coming through and sharing all that shit with us. Obviously, that's cool. Do you have Instagram, TikTok, anything? Can we like post your shit up real quick?
I mean, Future Mom Biddy, FUTRER
Wait. Are
MOMB.
you serious?
MOMBITTY. That's my main goal in life, is to become a feral housewife. I just want some motherfucker to love me as much as he loves himself, to found me to raise his children. So if you want to catch me on any kind of social media, it's Future Mom Biddy. Again, FRUTREMOMBITTY. I'm gonna be the hottest MILF out there when 2025 hits at least.
Yo, I fucking love you, bro.
Again, I love you all.
Did you not look that up? No, don't fade out. Let's find Future Mom
I
Biddy
can
first.
send you some Future Mom Biddy shit if you want.
Yo, your
to.
energy is so
Yo,
fucking
where
awesome.
does this come from, bro?
I know. Like,
Can you spell it one more time for the 7th time?
did you practice all this shit? Like,
No.
Future.
Biddy.
Oh, hold on. I'll just to Josh.
Oh. No, read it to him. I can't click it. He's on the computer, Bella. If you send it to me, he's going to do nothing.
D's or T's?
BITTY.
We're all hoping that went the other way.
Future Mom Biddy.
That's you in space?
Yep. It's Clint Eastwood holding a gun.
I don't know if that's the way to
And,
attract, like...
That's why I don't date. And that's why I haven't had a boyfriend in about 5 years or so.
Oh,
That's
and
because,
it's
like,
private?
that's
We can't even
exactly.
see it.
That's exactly.
Are you logged
how-
into the podcast? Click follow real quick so she can follow and we can see.
Here, let's see.
That's hilarious.
so wait, what's that other?
Now you're in.
The
See
other
the bottom where it says profile?
thing that you got.
You're in the right one. You're in the right
I
one.
just have Instagram.
This is Instagram.
Wait, isn't this yours?
No. We're logged into the podcast Instagram right now.
Right.
She needs to.
We sent the request.
She needs to. Yo,
Leave it.
I cannot believe, bro. She was being honest with that name, and you had to
Yeah.
clip that whole thing about like being feral and wanting a man to like pregnate her, right? Like that. I feel like that's a money clip.
My Instagram is Isabella_FMB.
Wait, so this is not you? Who is that?
That's not my Instagram. That's my
that's Clint
Instagram.
Eastwood.
That's my Finsta, where I post like all of my feral bullshit on.
Well, that's the one we want to see right now. What is this?
Is that the one we
it's
want to see? What's
Isabella.
up?
You have 2 Instagrams?
Yeah, I'm from the era of where you have a Finsta and an
Isabella
Insta.
what?
FMB_FMB.
Fuck, I'm too old for this shit.
All right, which one do we want to show the viewers?
No.
Damn, you look dark as fuck in that.
I've gotten that so many times when people look.
Which
at
one are you?
Instagram.
Going on here.
It's Isabella FMB.
How do you spell your name? ISAB.
Why'd you put an underscore?
Why don't you just go to the search button, bro?
It's an underscore.
Brandon, you got me tweaking, bro.
There is an underscore
You got 2 followers?
Oh.
right there. First one.
The cartoon? That's you?
Yep.
That's your cat?
Yep. That's Felix. If you click on
You got a
Felix,
picture of your
that'll-
cat?
That's your
Oh, your
that's your
actual cat.
that's your river. Yo, you are sick, fuck, bro. Fuck's wrong with you guys?
What
The fuck is wrong with you?
Felix. That's a
Nice mask.
multi.
All right.
Oh, with the kitty.
Is that your
Is that
pops?
your dad?
Right there.
Is that your dad at the bottom? Bottom left?
Bottom left.
Passed out in the grass with the
Yep,
boots?
yep. That's my dad. That's daddy.
Dad, you did a good job.
Lay dad.
He's off the sauce now, right?
No, he was just working. It was just
see?
a hot ass
Just
summer
passed
day.
out on the
That's
ground.
Hot ass
Ricardo
summer-
right there.
That's Ricardo.
Come on, he's not
Ricardo
shy.
looking like a goddamn fucking movie star,
Who's
bro.
the other chick? Does she work?
She used to work for Smart Green in the customer service department, but she
All
doesn't
right,
work there
can we
anymore.
get back to the bitty titty mom, single mom, whatever that one was?
What'd you say? Bitty titty?
No, whatever the first one was that we requested. Because like you were very, yeah, you were very confident in telling us
TikTok.
about that one. No, it was an Instagram we
No, it was my
requested.
TikTok account.
Wait, so we requested some random Instagram then?
Yeah. Well, you had requested my Finsta, so I can like go on there right now and.
Is
accept
Finsta
you,
a
but-
real thing, or are you making up that word?
No, it's real.
See, he's old.
I'm so old, bro. I don't know what she's talking about. Future mom Biddy. There's another one. That's not her though.
Yep.
It's not Shouty Gummy.
That's not you. That's Squidward. Wait, this is you? Oh, this
So,
is TikTok. All right, so yeah, guys, if you're listening, did you already fade us out or no?
No, man.
Yeah, make sure you follow her on all. I don't know. She's got mad TikToks and
She looks like
Instagrams.
Christy Alley.
No, watch the Christy Alley one.
I don't know. You heard her though. Like she's looking for.
A true
punching
90s
me?
MILF, R.I.P.
Oh, she was so hot. I was sad that she died. Remember her in that?
Exactly.
Oh, she's dead?
She was in that movie.
Yes!
She was
I
in
still
that
give it
movie
to her.
with the
I still
twins,
give it to
bro.
her.
I thought she was so hot, bro. When she was in that movie with the twins, the Olsen twins. What is that? They were at like summer camp. And then she was in that Tooth Fairy movie too, bro. Oh my god, I'd be like, oh.
I got
all
a
my-
thing for dark
Put all
hair
my
and light
fucking
eyes,
teeth under my
so-
pillow right now, girl.
Whoa.
I don't even want the money. Just take my teeth.
And then there's the doctor. What's your blood type? Hold on.
I need
Scroll
a
down
doctor.
one.
You're
Go
losing
down
blood.
to the side 2 times.
To the right, bro. Go down to the
One
side.
more?
She said, no,
Nope.
you just go
Up one more.
right up. Right up. Up. There you go.
There you go.
What's your blood type?
That was
Dog,
like
you're losing blood. What's your type? Yo, you ain't playing. Look at these fucking nerds.
did
You really
say
do
those
like
guys.
laughing. Yo, that's my boy. He's so funny.
I'm not fucking playing.
Okay.
Somebody said you should slide in my DM. Like they're just coming
Because they're
at you, bro.
old as shit. But
Oh,
if you go
shit.
down to that
They're
white
old. They're
tank
like
top one,
40.
that's one of the first ones that I ever had with my cat.
Jay, shut the fuck up.
I didn't say anything at all. Well, your hair is long as fuck.
What are you doing to that poor cat?
What are you doing to that poor cat?
long my hair is currently.
Zoom in, sir.
Historically been extremely long. That's one of the things that I've been known for throughout my whole entire
Long
life.
hair, don't care.
No, I keep very long hair.
Your hair's dope. Your TikTok's dope, guys. Make sure you follow her. And if you really want a shot at sliding in Bella's DM, she said, "Be funny. Don't be an
funny.
asshole. It doesn't matter if you're ugly. Apparently, just make her laugh. Make her laugh so she closes her eyes." And we're out. What's our song? I sent you that song the other day.